Looks like this is working. We just have to see if that is. Yep, looks like it is. Okay, welcome back to some Persona 3. Let's get our laptop up and running as well. Okay. Alright, back at it. Alright, so I don't really think I had anything in particular I was doing right now, since we still don't need to go to Tartarus right now.
Salut.
Cease most likely to be disbanded after the final battle. I have so many good memories of my time with Cease, both good and bad. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Cultural anthropologists have announced more information. One of them has accurately guessed the dates of recoveries and relapses in the past. Yeah, okay. I can't remember if I needed more points with Fuka, but I'm pretty sure I did. Let's just look at what's going on in town here. So there is someone I could talk to in Polonia, but we'll do this.
Say. See you.
Wait, what? Oh man. Okay, apparently I needed to harvest. How long's that been the case? It probably is today, actually, but... yeah, okay, we'll do these. There's another game that I got that I've got to play, but I think that I'll probably be doing that one off stream, and I'll probably record it, but yeah, they made a newspaper game where I can make a terrible newspaper, and I think that would be very appropriate and very funny.
Yeah, just to be safe, we should adjust the amount of fertilizer and make sure they get enough sun. They look like they're growing fine now. What a relief.
Which is miraculous, because I planted these seeds 10 seconds ago.
Oh, I only lent a helping hand. I'm sure tending them is important.
I will literally forget about their existence in a week.
But it's all thanks to the plants themselves for being so strong. You know, after I treated the plants when they were sick, I kept coming back here to check on them. I noticed that the spots where we had cut off the leaves were already sprouting new ones. And in just a little while, they were healthy and green all over again. Maybe I'm making a big deal of this, but it made me realize that life is actually quite amazing. It didn't matter that they had been weakened or had damaged parts. Just giving them a little support was enough for them to show how strong they really are. Yes, it really gave me hope. I think in a lot of ways, we're just like them. I'm not sure how to say it, but I hope I can be as resilient as these plants are.
Yeah, well, ideally you don't get some sort of weird blight that requires us to cut your arm off, because even if you were also resilient, your arm wouldn't grow back, so let's not do that. Let's try to be resilient in a different way from potatoes. Weakness mitigated. Greatly reduces damage taken when an ally's weakness is struck. Oh, okay.
I think I'll check on the plants one more time, just to show my
I
appreciation.
should apparently probably be doing this way more often, but you know what? We don't usually have time. It's
Maybe
fine.
if I keep thanking them, they'll grow even healthier. Alright, that should do it. Shall we head back down?
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, Pharos, right. Weak.
Good evening.
Yeah.
It'll be a full moon again in just another week.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I did in fact forget that was exactly a week, even though there were multiple reminders.
Finally, this will be the 12th ordeal. Are you ready? can't tell if time's been at a crawl or flying on by. But either way, a lot's happened, hasn't it?
It's been crawling through the air.
It's a bit soon to be reminiscing, though.
I know what our social links are at. I know what's up.
How about I come see you once it's over? Be careful now.
Alright. Yada yada yada. Let's go find out who we can talk to. And I should also check, have we got... Nope, can't do that. Okay, so no Fuka today. That's fine. Okay, I'm not sure what personas we got available right now. Do we have a Justice? We do. Do we have Strength? We do. We have no Chariot, so I don't really want to do that today. We also don't have Emperor. Okay, so we could catch up a little bit with Yukari, but let's just see who's available to level up right now. Nope.
Hey,
Nope. Okay. And I should also check Temperance. Or not Temperance, Fortune. Can I advance this one?
Hello.
Okay, so that one would work.
Sorry.
And Yukari would work. What do you want? I'm playing an RPG on my cell phone, so buzz off. Is it like an ARG or something like that? Because if you're talking on the phone like that, it feels more like it's an ARG than an RPG, but... whatever. Alright. How about this one?
so...
Okay, so this would also work. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's check out the music store. Okay.
Hey, what? Mommy? Where are you?
Gonna be very upset. Oh, okay. Hey, it's that kid we know.
Mommy! Where are you?
How do you get... I know, like, lots of times there's kids who get lost in malls. I was one of those people who would get lost in the mall. I'd be like, huh, I'm gonna wander off over here for some damn reason and not tell anybody, and then my parents will be like, oh shit. And, you know, like, that happens. But this mall is, like, one plaza and then, like, 5 stores. How do you get lost here?
Hey, what's wrong? Are you lost?
I think at this point it actually has to be, like, you could hear this kid from, like, literally any point in the mall.
Mommy told me to wait here, and she gave me money, but...
Yeah, no, he's been abandoned. You live here now, kid.
She's not coming back.
Yeah, no, I think the kid's probably right. Let's send it off to the police box where, I don't know, they'll hook him up with child protective custody.
Hey, don't cry. See, you're okay now. I'll stay here with you, alright?
There is a police box, like, within arm's reach. I'm surprised they haven't reacted yet.
Hey, look. We can get help over there. Come on, follow me. The policeman will know what to do. He'll find your mom, so don't worry. What a relief. I'm glad he was able to contact the parents. What were they thinking, leaving that poor kid all alone? Stuff like that really makes me upset.
You know, he does get dropped off here, it feels like, and just plays or whatever because he keeps running into Yuko here. So I kind of feel like maybe he's normally fine with that somehow, because they're not here any of those other times he's doing that.
But...
maybe he's mentally replaced his mom with Yuko at this point in time. It's just like, yeah, no, it's that, like, high school student that I keep running into.
I guess my own mom's no different.
Did she leave you some money? That's nice of her. I don't really know which would be better under these circumstances.
Why do you want to know? Sorry, I didn't mean to poke fun at you. Remember what I told you before? How my mom and I aren't very close? Well, if you ask me what kind of parent she is, I'd say a terrible one.
Harsh.
She wasn't always like that, though. After what happened to Dad, she totally changed. She's probably living with one of her boyfriends somewhere. Honestly, I'd rather not know. Anyway, I'm done talking about this, okay? Could we keep this between you and me? You're the only one I've told.
Great, fantastic. I don't feel like this resolves the actual problem that the kid is having at all, but,
Sorry,
you know.
I'm not in the mood for karaoke anymore. Let's go home.
You know, policemen got in contact with the parents, but they're like, oh yeah, no, we left that moron there because we don't want him anymore. You can have him. Pumpkin mask, Halloween candy. Wow, 50 of them. If you don't mind, there's something I'd like to ask you. It's about Ariaki-kun's room. I can't bear leaving it as it is. Could I ask you to organize his remaining belongings? He had no relatives to pass anything on to, and didn't have many possessions in the first place. His room will be cleaned up by staff next month, so you could do what you, So you could do what you can before October 31st. Okay, sure. Alright, let's find out what a pumpkin mask does. Probably nothing useful, but still. Magic +5 plus dark boost. No adorable pumpkin mask increases dark damage. Okay, well, actually. The problem here is, let's find out. Hey, Koromaru. Oh, you can wear the pumpkin mask. Well, that's great. Actually, that's really cool. Okay, I like that. Alright, so we found a small pumpkin mask to put on a dog. The operation was a success, but the lost numbers haven't gone down at all. But we're almost done. Peace will return to the city soon. I need to prepare myself for a final battle. To be fair, if everyone was lost, then there'd be a lot of peace.
Yes.
Team's morale seems to be high. Yes, that's very good. I will be looking forward to celebrating our victory. No matter how much you prepare for something, doing it for real is always a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? How about Yuki-kun? Do you feel nervous in the slightest? I'm fine.
Wow.
You're amazing. No wonder you're the leader. I can't help but feel uneasy whenever I think about the Dark Hour disappearing. It'll be fine. Do you think Koro-chan knows the next operation will be our last? I think he does.
Right?
So do I. Koro-chan is really smart, and they say animals have good instinct. Well, I think it's because Igus probably told him, and Igus seems to be able to speak dog, so...
Yeah.
Koromaru is freaking awesome, dude. He's not afraid of fighting shadows, even though he's so small. Alright, the next shadow I take down is dedicated to Koromaru. Well, given how little I actually bring you along with me, that's going to be a while, but... Alright, so we could get that, but let's just... Yeah, so... No one missing. Let's just do this then, I guess.
Yeah. I owe you.
Okay, let's see if this advances this at all.
I recently expanded my outdoor exercise regimen, and I wanted to boost my nutrition and match. So I got some pork liver today because it's supposed to be rich in iron.
It is.
But I don't think it'll taste like much if I just boil it like usual.
Oh god, boiled liver would be the worst.
That's why I'm gonna try cooking a pork liver stir fry. I already looked up how to make it. Think you can help out?
Sure. Let's give this a go. I've never actually stir-fried
like
pork
this dish
liver.
too?
I've stir-fried beef liver a lot, but...
I've already cleaned the meat ahead of time.
Okay, so for liver, that means something different than normal. I wonder what he actually
All
did.
that's left is to cook the liver, then stir the chives and bean sprouts in. And that should be it.
What about the seasonings, man? What about the sauce?
Wow, this is great! I guess it was a good thing I took the time for all that prep. They say a boxing match is decided before the bell even rings. Maybe this is kind of the same thing.
Iron Athlete Meal 1.
Oh, sorry. Obviously this wouldn't have been possible without your help. I've still got a lot to learn. but it's hard to make time for it with all my training and stuff. Maybe if I attach weights to the pen when I'm flipping, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
If by kill 2 birds you mean destroy the burner. Okay, great. Fantastic.
Let's get on with today's
Last known
lesson.
session, Salamander Soul Galuhin. Actually, I should go over the invocation later. What the hell does that mean? Mr. Amy's feeling under the weather again, so I'll be replacing her today. There's something about autumn that makes people overstuff themselves. But be sure you keep at least one eye on your intake. But this is ultimately to your benefit, thanks to the lesson I've heard for today, all about summoning magic. This magic has been used throughout history to summon both angels and demons into our realm. You gonna talk about the Ars Goetica? But first, what is summoning magic exactly? It's a sub-branch of the Conjuration School, obviously. It's when a magician conjures a pre-existing spiritual presence. At times, they're also able to control the presence for their own goals. Just as with shamanism, spiritual summoning can be found throughout recorded history in a number of different cultures. Even today, it's widely seen in books, movies, video games, and whatnot. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's Faust was instrumental in the popularization of summoning magic. I don't know why that would popularize things. Faust, that's not a story about it. Okay, whatever. There are plenty more examples of summoning magic I'd like to cover, but we only have so much time. I suppose I could power through a few of them at least. Let's see, John Dee and Edward Kelly collaborated in Europe to summon an angel in the 16th century. Sure they did. Later in the 19th century, the magician Eliphas Levi summoned a spirit named Apollonius. Following his footsteps to a degree was Aleister Crowley, who summoned Eowys, his own guardian angel in the 20th century. What else? Some Neoplatonist traditions engage the practice of theurgy, focus on summoning guiding spirits called demons. Oh god, my laptop's crashing. In Haitian voodoo, the Ongans, male priests, can summon spirits called Loa, of which there are said to be over 1,000. Usually when they've got a number that is like over 1,000, that usually actually just means a lot of in that sort of cultural tradition. It's usually like not a literal number. As for Japan, in the esoteric form of Buddhism called a Vajrayana, there's a ritual that effectively functions as summoning spells. By performing one of these rituals, practitioners attempt to invoke Buddha within themselves for assistance in real-world activities such as healing. I could go on and on. There are countless examples of summoning magic in this world. The point is, after studying summoning in this many different forms long enough, you begin to see a pattern. Once magic circle spells and the like were established as necessary summoning rituals, they grew more and more common, just as... I'm feeling sleepy.
So, continuing on.
But you should bear in mind, summoning isn't only to be used for deities and powerful beings, it can be used to invoke common spirits as well. Take the seance, for example, or the Ouija board, which was invented by Hasbro. Now, those rituals are comparatively easy to perform and thus can be very tempting, but I've told you many times already, do not try this at home. It could very well result in unpleasantness, like the Hasbro company stealing all your money. Alright, that's it for today. Great, fantastic. I'm sorry, I was just thinking. I was wondering what will become of me once we defeat all the shadows. I hope I can continue to attend school. I mean, if you want to, although... Are you actually learning anything? I don't know if you're absorbing the information very well. That's fine. Okay. No Fuka today? Okay, what about you? Can I talk to you?
Oh,
Okay, that one? Nope.
oh.
Seems like Yukari's around quite often, so... He feels optimistic. That means that oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, This one should actually be the final one, so... I don't have to answer crap correctly here. This is just... We're done. We finished. Another one.
Another day, another bowl of ramen.
Yeah, the fact that you seem peppy and upbeat, given the messy nature of your bizarre and one-sided breakup, is disconcerting. Like, do I have to worry about you hiding the body? Am I here to help you hide the bodies? Is that what's going on here? Despite its simple appearance, the soup has a complex flavor that's enhanced by the noodles.
Really is some bomb ramen. How could I ever leave this city?
You do realize there's good ramen in other cities in Japan, too. I can't say that there's good ramen in other cities, because I live in a city that does not have good ramen anywhere. But, you know, there's some places that have better than, like, the rest of the places in here, but, like, as in better than instant, but, yeah, the bar is low.
Miss Kano must be in Kyushu by now. I wonder if she had her wedding already.
This is probably why we never see her, because, like, if you finish this one early, then she'd have to leave super early. Maybe she did.
You know what else? My favorite show had its finale and I didn't even notice.
You do realize you can still... Okay, whatever.
My mind was really on one track for a while, huh? Kind of funny in a weird way.
I mean, in a very twisted and tragic kind of way, yes. It was very funny watching you in your bizarre romance, yes. We chatted for a while.
Man, it's always a blast hanging out with you. That said, I still want a girlfriend.
Okay. You got this. I believe in you, buddy.
Yeah, dude! And you can be my wingman! Let's go pick up some chicks.
Is it Thanksgiving? It's not thing. Oh, wait. American Thanksgiving. Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, thanks for popping in here. Yeah, I'm Canadian, so we already had our Thanksgiving, like, last month. But happy Thanksgiving to you. Is that today?
No, I'm getting off track.
Why would... In Canada, we do this sort of thing where it's like our holidays are just on Mondays, so that like you have the long weekend because it's like we just have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. But like real holidays usually just fall on whatever the hell kind of day. So it's like, is Thanksgiving on a Wednesday this year?
I've been doing some thinking after everything that went down. When Emily left, I was sad, sure, but on top of that, I felt really...
It's
dumb.
tomorrow? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve, I guess. Have lots of turkey, right? Or whatever it is that you actually want to have.
Did I really love Emily? Or did I just love the idea of dating a teacher?
You know, people are complex. You can do two things. What's your feeling about Atagawa? Do you want to date Atagawa? Because if the answer is yes, then yeah, it's just the teacher thing. And if the answer is no, then there's some more to it.
I thought about it a lot. But I couldn't figure it out. What I did figure out is you're a true friend.
Turkey, yep. That's right, we're great friends. I am friend zoning you super hard right now, just in case.
Damn it, why do I say such embarrassing things? God, I'm such a dumbass.
It's because you're cringe, don't worry about it.
Anyway, here, take this.
Yeah, these days, like, I know that, I always have turkey for, like, Thanksgiving as well, but, like, handmade choker, dude, you're super cringe. But, like, I actually don't like turkey. I eat it every, like, Christmas. I eat it every Thanksgiving. I make it, like, those times. I don't like it. And it's, like, you eat it because it's, like, the traditional thing to eat, and it's kind of a good celebration sort of thing, and it's kind of fun to do. But, like, if I actually think about it, I prefer the taste of chicken, so... I've been kind of finding, like, that's a lot of people are like that.
So I wanted to help you out. I mean, that's what best friends do, right?
He's a less likable character. He is special. Yeah, he's unique in his own sort of, whatever. My fashion sense is kind of meh, so I want to help you out. Sure, yeah, okay, that's fine. Not a huge turkey fan. Yeah, and even if you do correctly cook it, it's like, you're more of a goose person. Goose is excellent, actually, yeah. The only problem is they're a little bit smaller than turkeys.
It's a
But,
symbol
like,
of our friendship.
recently I think that it's sort of been turning out that a lot of people don't actually like the taste of turkey. Because I've been talking to a lot of people and they're like, oh yeah, no, I don't like turkey, so we had, like, a ham for Thanksgiving. And it's like, okay, yeah, ham tastes better, but, like, you have to have a turkey because it's the thing you're supposed to have. Even if you hate it, you have to have a turkey. And they're like, yeah, no, screw that. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. It's or prime rib roast is also a very common one. Like lots of people have been doing prime rib roast instead of turkey, and it's just like, at the one hand, I do definitely like all those foods better than I like turkey. But on the other hand, it's just like, I mean, it's nice having a big bird on the table or something like that. This is an interesting social link in the sense of like we just sort of like have accomplished really nothing.
Thou hast nurtured hath finally matured.
You know, we start off here eating ramen at the bar, and then we talk about his relationship, which he doesn't actually have, and then it ends with us in the ramen place.
Of the magician within thyself.
And it's exactly where we started off. Like, nothing has changed. This social link is feeling a little bit, what the hell? I don't know, it's a very Coen movie kind of social link.
Man, I worked up an appetite acting all weird around you.
This is why you're hungry all the time, okay.
More eggs, please. Make it 10.
You're gonna eat 10 eggs? The hell's wrong with you? Tomochi could I spent hours hanging out. What a weird social link that was. I already know it was because I've played this before in the older ones, but yeah, they didn't change anything about that one really.
Back.
I thought maybe they'd throw like a curveball and they'd make it so that this guy's social link like would be like different, which would be very funny, but also like would be possibly bad, but I don't know. They could have done something different. Seems the Koromaru-san is able to sense the change in everyone's demeanor as well. Our battle against the shadows is coming to an end. He understands the time has come to avenge his former owner in the upcoming operation. Alright, well...
Let me think.
You won't have many opportunities left to go to Tartarus. Makes sense if I beefed up my own training so I could take full advantage of each Tartarus visit. Alright, I'm gonna start planning it out now. Today's Cantonese words is, Kalmena. I don't actually know how to pronounce any of these, so, you know, apologies for any poor pronunciation here. Turn your head to the left and right and say it. What's it mean? Am I saying something bad here? Kamana means help. Even I say Kamana to those apathy syndrome victims. Why would you say that to them? They're the ones. Alright, whatever. I feel like there's a reason why in our language, like, help is a very short word, because if you're in a situation where you need to be able to say it, you want it to be very, like, clipped. So I think that's a little bit many syllables for that kind of concept, but I don't know. Obviously, if it's stuck around for them, then that's what it is, and that's what they've got, but... Alright, so we could brush Koromaru, but let's figure out if I got any social links. I do. Alright, let's go to Polonia and probably talk to the devil. Nope, okay, tower. Tower it is then. Yeah, we got that there. Eligor. How are you two doing? No, it doesn't seem like time to use fortune telling, but I wonder what she was trying to say. Light will pierce the shadow. Until then, have patience. My friend fell victim to that apathy syndrome. I asked Mom if she could help me. She said she can't see her, so she can't do anything now. What's that mean? Alright, old man. Oh, you. Butatsu seems to be drinking by himself. Okay, that's fine. We'll just spend the evening. Get that going.
Jeez.
I bet people say you're a pretty weird guy, huh? Well, that ain't a bad thing. Alright.
Good morning. This is Elizabeth.
Who's stuck in the tower this time?
I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus.
Fantastic.
One this time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue.
Okay,
Goodbye now.
I want to look up whether or not there's going to be more people that get stuck in the tower, because I don't want to go there and then find out that, like, one day before our whatever showdown, we have another
Okay,
whatever.
Let's begin.
Next chapter is about enzymes. Worried it'll go over your head? Well, have no fear. You're already familiar with the main place enzymes can be found. Your body.
Then,
Let's see if you can tell the class, Yuki. Uh-oh. Here's a question about sweet potatoes. A certain enzyme brings out the sweetness in them when they're baked. Do you happen to know what that is? Amylose? Glucose? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to cheat. Beta amylase. Okay.
yes, that's right.
Yep, that's it. Eat a lot of sweet potatoes, you? Yeah, I had no idea about that one. When the beta amylase in sweet potatoes breaks down into gelatinized starch, comes a malt sugar called maltose. That's why heating sweet potatoes up makes them even sweeter. Temperature at which beta amylase is activated is said to be roughly 60 to 70 degrees Celsius, which is why a slowly baked potato is sweeter than one that is rapidly heated like with steam. I answered correctly. Everyone in the class is looking at me with respect. Okay, that's definitely going to be on the exam. Alright, so you finish that off forever, and I never have to talk to him again. Could be just like him next month, huh? Got some real main character syndrome there, don't you, Junpei? Awfully high and mighty of you for somebody who's just the, party member that I never bring to battles. Alright.
You know,
I'm gonna go ahead and save first. Let's put it into here.
you know.
Okay, so this is probably where I have to answer a
So,
specific question, so, please don't laugh.
at this, okay? The other day, I let Yukari-chan try a new dish I made. She liked it so much, she ended up eating it all.
Oh, good.
So I told her it was meant to return the favor for what everyone's done for me. But she got really confused and asked me what favor this was about. It didn't seem like she had any idea what I was talking about, so I told her the whole story. And when I finished, she burst out laughing. She told me I didn't need to do anything like that.
That doesn't mean you don't have to. If you don't, if you want to, you can still do it. When you're friends, you don't keep score. Yep, she's right.
I'd been so negative this whole time. I felt like I needed to be useful to belong here. Even though that wasn't true at all. It was just what I was telling myself. I was being blinded by my fear. But understanding this made me realize what I really wanted to do. I've been going on about wanting to repay everyone for what they've done for me. But the real reason is a lot more simple. So, will you hear me out?
I feel like I already know what the answer is, but yeah, sure.
Normally, I'd ask your opinion on how best to do something like this, but I want you by my side. I want to be together with you forever.
Well, I've sort of already mentioned this before, but I've got some bad news about that, but, what? These are both the same... These are... what? I'm gonna have done this wrong, and I'm gonna be so mad about that.
I hope you understood what I meant just now.
Okay, yeah, no, I know what's going on, but... Okay, so given the track route we're trying to go down, it is this one. We do not friend zone Fuka in this particular run. Save that for another run. I know the top one's a lie. Let's go with it anyway.
Yes, no matter what happens, I'll be by your side. As long as I have you, I feel like I can handle anything. I love you.
I've entered a special relationship with Fuka. Great. I thought that was going to be slightly easier to mess up when I'm like looking at those two answers and I'm like, these are the same answer. Game, why would you do this to me? Oh, got a special achievement for that. Neat.
Oh, the time. Do you think maybe we could keep talking for a little longer?
Got all the time in the world. We live in the same building. We can literally talk for an infinite amount of time until like I get corpsed by Thanos. But you know, whatever. Thanatos. I talked to Tuka for a long time. Okay, what do we got going on here? Cook something with Yukari. Something going down at Polonia. This one might be Devil. Okay, so I had to check. I have to check something here. I have to figure out if, like, we've got the whole... Okay, are there going to be more people stuck in the tower here? Rescue missions. Okay, so... what is the date right now? It's the October 30th? It is the 30th. So, yeah, there's not going to be anyone else in there at this point. So we can go safely to Tartarus today if we want to. I'm thinking it's probably best to get this out of the way, even though we do have the option to do other things. Let's go to Tartarus. Ugh. This place sucks. The big thing I really hoped that they would do for, like, Persona 3 Reload is that they would make Tartarus better, but they didn't, so...
Good day. Here are my requests. I can set... Very well, then.
Okay, 162 and onward. So we start here. There's a person nearby. It must be one of those missing people who wandered in here. 165. Okay.
Let's move out. Everyone stay alert.
I forgot to do the thing that makes more golden hands. Well, fortunately we found one here anyway, but still, like, that makes me slightly frustrated. Oh, what the hell are you guys?
Do your best to take
Okay,
it
so these
down.
guys are darkness,
I'm still setting up.
probably.
It'll take a little
And
more
you
time.
guys are electricity still. Okay.
Have you sorry, knock one down.
They're weak to piercing, too. That is crazy. Okay.
Yukari-san, knock one down. Leader, go for it.
We'll learn something out of this. Well, that was good to learn. Painful. Painful lesson, but, good to learn it, I guess. Sure.
One more.
I'll go with Titania.
Okay, this isn't ideal, but whatever, it's fine. Ah, shoot.
That's a win for the team.
It's over.
Good job, everyone.
Okay, got the shuffle time anyway, and we got this. Huzzah! Okay, one additional or stat increase. Oh, we'll take this. Okay, so that'll help a lot in future
Okay, let's keep on exploring.
ones. Anyway. Oh, also, let's, doesn't cost that much anyway. Alright, we got a monad door. I don't really want to go
What should we do
through
about the
it.
door? It's your call.
staircase.
You know, the game that I actually picked up is like that newspaper tower one, and it looks good, it looks interesting, but it still feels like it's a step backwards from the Sim Tower series, and it feels like nothing has ever actually like got on the level somehow of like just Sim Tower, which is crazy to me. Still chasing that high from that game there.
Enemy spotted. Awaiting orders.
It's wild to me that there's so many like tower build games that are sort of like trying to be reminiscent of that, and none of them have been as good as Sim Tower. We'll find out if this one is, because it won't be, but it's got a different gimmick. It's meant to be like... I think it realizes that it can't actually match up to Sim Tower, so it's doing some other stuff as well.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Rather than just trying to be a sort of clone of it.
A shadow. What will you do?
Because it's not important to us, we're going to avoid it.
Careful. The enemy's nearby. It's a truck.
Attack mirror, great.
There's a shadow.
I'm going to have to try and pick up like a couple of those... We want to get the thing that makes us that our... the rest of our team gets added up to the same level as the core team that I've got here. I need to make sure that we've sort of equalized levels for this. Because I don't know who we're going to need for the actual final fight here, so... I really do want to make sure that we're getting our team equalized on levels.
We could head back, but it's your call.
Yeah, not really any reason for that, but... Let's keep picking up items. And more importantly, looking for potentially guy that's down here.
There's a shadow.
Okay, no one... No missing persons on this floor. Okay, fine. I guess they'll tell me, though, if there is one, so... I don't actually know that that's always true. I just think that's always true. Oh, they're there. Getting the reading of a person. Please go secure them right away.
I am ready to move out at any time.
I forgot to check the news. They would have also told me that there was a person here.
It'd be easy to lose sight of a golden shadow here.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn it. Flubbed that a little bit. Alright, these guys are tough. I forgot to not fight these guys. Okay, so we have that problem of these guys are going to target like two of our people with their weaknesses, so that's going to suck. They're immune to Mare and Karen, which also sucks.
What to do?
Well executed.
Get ready.
Ooh, okay, that's gonna help a little bit.
Activating.
Still gonna end up getting hit because they'll get 2 attacks in a row, but this will help a bit. Ooh, okay. That gives us a slightly different opportunity here, so we'll do that. I need to get like dodge elect on like a couple other people here. There we go. That's what we wanted to see.
Nice one.
I'll go with.
You're on a roll.
Okay.
What is optimal? This is my duty. He reaches it, I still can't move.
Alright, so decent chance this ends it. Got lucky with some of our stuff happening. Yeah, that worked out real nice. Okay. And we got 2 of these. Okay, all stats and... okay, so we'll go with those 2. Yeah, this is gonna let us get to an Arcana Burst so much faster.
We beat them to a pulp, as they say.
And there's a gold hand over here. Okay.
It's a rare shadow.
Got it. No friends?
It'd be great if we can defeat it.
Time.
I'm just gonna do this. They do that thing where sometimes these guys just dodge me,
What's the plan here?
and that's always really annoying. Let's do this one. And again, I'm trying to level Titania, so this is not ideal, but like... do I actually? Yeah, I have Titania equipped here.
Well executed.
This works out. Oh wow, okay, we're a lot stronger now. Yeah, Emperor, and... let's take the money. Especially because I need to go down to the station and, like, upgrade our equipment. We haven't done that in a while. Okay, so we missed the person. They're probably in here.
Life signs detect.
That must be one of the people who went missing. We need to provide treatment immediately. Please return to the entrance as soon as you can.
Yes.
Okay, so that's everybody.
Good day. Here are my requests. Very well.
Okay.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. Is overriding except all registered. Very well. We look for...
Okay, I kind of want to pick something up here. Either an Emperor or a Chariot, I think, were the 2 that I was looking for. And we can get rid of Magician, finally, and sort of not have to worry about that ever again. Oh, I can actually just go to a lower floor. I don't really need to be... okay, well, apparently we're doing this. This means that there's Twilight Fragments here, though, so...
All right, let's continue exploring.
It's kind of weird that it did this in a place that we theoretically mapped already. I didn't know it could do that.
Shadow sighted.
Which is unfortunate, because I think we count as having cleared all of the treasures, which means I can't get any of the Twilight Fragments. So...
awaiting orders.
that sucks. Yeah, literally everything that I already cleared out is already cleared, and that means, like, there's nothing on the floor. That really sucks.
We gotta keep moving.
Okay, well, fine. Because all these things would have had, like, much more valuable stuff in them if I had just left them, but there's no way I could have known that was going to happen. I wonder if you could find a floor that's, like, absolutely stacked with all those things, and then just go in there in a specific moment where you've got a guaranteed amount of that stuff. Like, just go back and forth with a teleporter that's also got a bunch of these things. I don't know.
There's a shadow.
There's a treasure chest. What should we...
Almost got
So
ran
this
into
is
by
where
that
the
guy.
stairs are.
Alright. Not interested. We're looking for fragment chests. That's really good. Alright, well...
Haven't we seen that door before?
yeah, we've seen a bunch of those.
Shadow.
These are weird floors.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Come on, give me a Twilight chest. I've ignored so many of them.
Family business. I must consider this carefully.
Why is that coming up right now? Alright. Avoid fighting any of the stuff that I don't have to, because I'm lazy. It's a weird game, like, fighting any of the regular, like, enemies is just not worth your time because you get so little experience points compared to just specifically
Don't see
targeting
that kind of
specific
chest
types of
often.
enemies.
Let's not pass it up.
Yeah, whatever. Still hearing that they're making that sound, so they're still running from me. Which does mean we're over-leveled. Or if not over-leveled, we're, like, leveled highly enough that we can sort of avoid the regular fights. They're at that stage with cowering from you, like, at the very least you know that they're not going to give you any good experience points.
Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
Kind of feel like we're not finding
There's a treasure chest. What should we
anywhere near the normal amounts of, the red enemies, though, the ones that are actually tough.
So this is what
Okay, there is one more area we missed. Let's find out if anything useful's there, I guess. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, no. See, these floors are big enough at least that they've got a bunch of stuff in them. Yeah, no. Let's hop down to 136, I think. And just start looking for those treasure chests here. This game is also kind of weird in that sense of, like, it's fastest to just level up a core party, like, super high. Oh, yeah, I found one. And then just, like, auto-level everybody else with the catch-up mechanic, rather than trying to, like, evenly level everybody. But I really wish that there was better, like, leveling for this one, where you could do, like, what you have in Persona 5 or whatever, where everybody levels evenly.
try to keep your health and stamina up, just in case we run into trouble.
Yeah, so we didn't RNG into it, but we did at least get our Twilight Fragment back.
There's a treasure chest. What should we do?
Politely wait in line for this gentleman to abscond so we can take his treasure chest. Atrophying Sutra, those are kind of okay.
A shadow. What will you do?
Stairs, locate.
There's no room for carelessness. Stay alert.
Fortunately, my carelessness is not
Please
usually...
don't drink the flowing water there. It's unsanitary and dangerous.
Have we checked? I guess she knows. She's the person with the scanning ability. So what is it infected with?
I think we've seen everything on this floor by now.
Man, I am... RNG is not treating me well today. I wonder what my percent chances are of actually getting what I want.
Staircase.
Because, like, not only are those treasure chests actually fairly rare, they're like 1 in every 5 floors-ish. But the effect that I want also seems to be more rare than I remember it being. Alright, alright.
Shadow spotted.
I don't know,
What's
just
the
in
plan?
general, though, I'm not really seeing a lot of interesting stuff. There's no, like, gold hands, there's no rare enemies. I'm just getting a lot of monad
One
doors,
of those doors?
which I do not need. Give me something, game. Ah, damn it, not this. There's that literal one time where one of your party members actually sees them going.
I speculate.
Okay, let's go left. I don't know.
Yes.
Alright, we'll hope for the best. Looks like I got it right that time. Alright, you stupid hand, we got you dead to rights. Give it up.
All right. I'll
Drop the
do it.
loot. Hands up. I guess that is technically hands up
You're
there.
special. Take
Um,
it down if you can.
Okay, let's just do this, I guess.
All right. Here I go. And with this, you're finished.
Okay, decent. That's not good.
Evasive maneuver.
Okay.
Magus evaded the attack. The enemy, you're on a roll. Ammunition locked. Weapons free.
Okay, well that's a bit unfortunate, honestly, but I guess we'll use Rotunda here.
What is
And then
optimal?
follow that up with a Cruel Attack or a Heat Wave. I wonder which is actually technically more damage. Severe, heavy, it's heavy.
Palladium.
Better than medium.
You struck a weakness. There. Take that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Win for the team. Good job, everyone.
Alright, do we get a shuffle time anyway? We do. Okay. Ambrita sodas, okay. Alright, let's go with the double magic damage. That worked out okay there.
Amazing.
Vernal Sandals.
All right.
One of the things that kind of sucks about that is I think they unlock the special treasure chests, which is kind of not what we wanted doing, but I'm going to guess that those sandals are not that good. We'll find out. Yeah, the stuff that we got access to is technically better, but actually they are really good. We want to put this onto Akihiko, though, so we actually stick with what we got here for a large extent. We want someone who can do a good follow-up for a shift attack, because I'm not actually a good... Well, I am kind of a good follow-up. Yeah, let's... Okay, we'll do this. Because the shift boost, like, there's other characters who are going to be less consistently the target of a shift boost. It's just that I'm also the person who usually hits the weaknesses, so...
All systems are go.
I should have checked to see if there were any
Enemy
red enemies that were
Awaiting
there.
orders.
Any more dangerous ones.
Why do people willingly wait in a long queue to eat? There are faster ways to acquire nutrition.
I guess
It's because people are filled with sort of herd mentality where if they see people in a long lineup for something, they assume that the thing at the end of the line is clearly quite good. So, you know, if you enter into a very long queue, probably the thing at the end of it is probably worthwhile, is
could
people's
head back,
thinking.
but it's your call.
It is a very flawed way of thinking, but it is sometimes right. Or they could just be British, in which case they just instinctively line up in a queue, because there is one. One of the two answers there works fine.
So this is where the
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
I feel nothing but overwhelming disgust at the sight of all this glittering gold.
Is that what this is?
Shadow detected nearby. Enemy spotted. Awaiting orders.
Okay. Nope, none of these are the right
There's
kind
a
of
treasure
chest.
chest. What should we do?
Man, okay.
Rare treasure chest located.
Magic mirror, that's lovely. I need more attack mirrors, though. Or I need to learn Tetrakarn on somebody, but I have no idea who's going to learn that, honestly. Probably Ken. Ken probably already has that. He probably already has Tetrakarn. Let's be real here. Ah, there's something that's actually good.
Awaiting orders. That might prove to be a difficult fight.
Okay, those guys are starting to run for me. I also screwed that up pretty badly. Let's go back and try that again. He sort of turned around like the exact last second there. Alright, what have we got?
Excellent. We have the advantage.
They don't seem very strong.
Wind
I've
is
already scanned this
reflected. I guess we're just gonna have to do this. For the crit,
Exceptional strike.
and then we just have to hit him with ice for a lot of damage. Got a couple ice attacks, so this shouldn't be too bad. Maybe I could have. Well, he already had a stats effect, so no, I couldn't have.
I'll go with.
Dying.
Well executed.
King and I probably would also work well here.
This will do the trick.
I'll show you.
I kind of wish I had, like, been able to status afflict this thing.
That was amazing.
Damn it.
I'll show you my power.
Let's bufu la mabufu.
Requesting permission to use this.
Please don't kill it. Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
You struck a weakness.
Oh, right, I forgot. I can't. Okay, well, you know what? It's fine.
Now's the time. I won't use.
Sometimes I forget important things.
To do.
I can't do shit about this. I'm just gonna have to bufu dine him. He'll die, and then I'll lose the ability to get a guaranteed shuffle time, but it's fine.
Defeated.
I might get a shuffle time anyway. Yeah, I did. Okay, see, it's fine. And it doesn't even show up here. God damn it. Evade light. That could be good. Experience points.
Alright then, moving on.
Maybe because that one was running away from me, it was too weak for me to get shuffle time. But I know that that's not true because I've gone to like the earliest floors and gotten shuffle times off those guys. So, or major arcanas off them. So I don't think that's it. I think it's just a percent chances thing, I guess. I don't know, let's try switching it up to starting at 151. Might be more likely to get what I want on slightly higher floors or something like that. I have no idea.
All right, let's continue exploring.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Although I have been feeling like the treasure chest I'm looking for, we've gotten at, like, at a rate of maybe 1 every 10 floors, which is pretty bad.
Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
There's a shadow. So this is where the
Okay. Yeah, I don't care. Mona doors are not important for me. I probably should do them a little bit more often, but I mean, I don't really think they're that important.
I'm sure there'll be.
Protection Sutra.
Shadow sighted. Initializing combat mode.
Okay.
There's a shadow.
Nope.
Treasure chest identified.
And I'm getting a lot of these rare crafting materials too, which I'm not a huge fan of getting.
Nearby. Will you return to the entrance?
Man.
We have discovered a door. Will you enter?
I will not.
That chest.
At least all these sutras I'm getting are good, but that's about the only thing I can say for this expedition so far. This has been a kind of a disaster of an expedition here.
Great! Apparently, I'm considered a foreign exchange student at school. Bonjour, as they say.
Yeah, bonjour, sure.
Do your best to take it down.
Buongiorno.
Shall I move to strike? Go for it! Leia!
Not entirely sure why she would default to being French, but, you know, whatever you want. I feel like if you were named Igus, you would default to, like, Greece, but I don't actually know how to say it hello in Greek. Okay, that's good. By which I mean it actually doesn't do much for me since I never actually make anything, but maybe we'll try and make a new chariot persona just for the hell of it.
Oh, pretty well.
Fuka's gonna get anything is probably gonna be at level 60.
That might prove to be a difficult fight.
Okay. Come on, turn around again. Okay.
This is taking a surge of power. Be careful. Take this. Head on. Exceptional strike. We're not gonna go easy. Ammunition up. Weapons free.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Never mind.
Alright, that completely reflects. God damn it. Alright, whatever, it's fine.
Activating.
Okay, we'll do this one. It'll lose a turn, and then I should be able to...
Pull the trigger.
What can I do here? The timing on this can sometimes be incredibly bad. Okay, well that at least does something.
That was amazing.
Because then he's got a Miragi on, yeah. Oh, I'm weak to that right now. Shit. Well, that's unfortunate.
You're back in the fight. Now it's our turn.
I still need a level Titania though.
You're on a
Here's where we want to actually get those knockdowns. If we're gonna keep getting them. This'll work.
Stay where you are.
If we get the freeze here, that would actually be extra good. We do. I don't want to get a kill here, but we might. Nope, good. Okay, barely.
All squad members, forward. Now we're critical hit.
That worked out nicely. Okay. Very, very good. Okay. I guess we'll take that.
They are finished.
Doing pretty well.
I guess the one side of this is like, as long as I'm not getting the equalizer that makes that everybody's the same level, we are gaining a bunch of experience points for everybody, so that's good, I guess. Maybe? I don't know, let's just keep going, actually. That way, when I do finally get it, everybody will be higher level, so, like, I don't know, I'd still rather get the stuff I want than get out of here, but... here we go. It's probably not going to work again, but...
Treasure chest.
I almost feel like the floor layout prevents this from working, because there has to be a location for the room to spawn, and I'm not sure where that would actually spawn in these locations here. They're usually kind of awkward. Fortunately, we have 70 Twilight Fragments. I can do this all day. Damn it.
Enemy
I'm also not 100% sure who I want to level up first. If I want to do like Koromaru and Ken, or if I want to like do Junpei and Akihiko.
What's the plan?
That teleporter can take us
Really
to the
not
entrance.
sure.
Try to remember where it is.
Stairs locate.
They really want me to go through a Monad door. Well, I'm not gonna. Just because you keep telling me I have to, it doesn't mean I'm gonna. There it is.
If I do not receive proper maintenance, my joints will begin to creak. Do they just need to be oiled? Regular maintenance is certainly important, though.
I mean, same, I guess, same.
Oh, there's a treasure chest!
Let's just get rid of this guy.
3 targets! They won't know it hit
Huh.
them! Focus! Hit! One more!
Nicely
Hurry,
done,
knock
Takuba.
one down! This should be a good test of your strength. But don't get careless.
Dark, okay. I feel like these guys are probably not weak to dark.
In this situation, you take it from here.
Got it. I'll go with Titania.
Her leader took one out.
Just gonna do this the lazy way. We've got a 50-50 or whatever the hell. Didn't get it, but whatever. We'll try this. Oh, it is this. Okay. Nice.
Easy, you're on a roll.
Let's do it.
And then it's
Yeah, completely irrelevant here. Let's just take them both. Actually, we're getting more experience points from those guys than I thought we were gonna. Like, quite a bit more.
Perfect.
I wonder if these are more mathematically likely to give me the door that I'm looking for. God damn it. Okay. I'm feeling like going back down to a different floor layout, because I feel like the floor layout might be having an effect on my ability to get these to work.
A shadow.
Excellent. Looks
If
like
I get
we
up to the next like teleporter like nexus, I'm gonna like try that and go to a different
shadow
floor layout.
detected nearby.
And they say that God only gives us trials we can.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of survivorship bias in that. God only gives you trials that you can survive, said all the people who are still alive.
A staircase. Shall we ascend?
Then all of them just, you know, accuse all the people who did die from the trials being too rough of not, you know, trying hard enough or something like that. It's usually a pretty bad way of thinking about things. What am I going to do with all this onyx? I think I've got like 100 of them. I think I've got a lot of onyx right now. Ooh, okay, there we go.
I am picking up powerful readings. Remain alert.
Yeah, I kind of figured this guy was going to turn around, but... There we go. Should be a tank. Oh no, it's these guys again. Shit.
The enemy looks tough.
Okay, I could do a couple things, but I'm going to actually try doing this first. This time.
Electricity is useless here. Keep that in mind.
Come, Persona.
The
Excellent.
enemy
Get ready.
Nope. Alright.
Shall I move to strike?
I'll show you. Summoning. Persona, engage. expected
harder.
outcome.
Damn.
I guess it's down. This is bad. Operation unsustainable.
We're still up. It's fine.
Trigger.
Nicely done, Takaba.
Okay, hopefully we get the knockdown here.
There's no escape.
Get the dizzy. But yeah, we got it. Gives us a bit of time here.
I'll go with. Never mind.
We can probably just attack.
Vegas has taken serious damage. She needs to recover.
How about this?
Down but not out, as they say. Activating.
Don't want to use that here.
Persona. What next?
Hopefully this kills it. Yep. Okay.
Enemies defeated. Good work out there.
And we got the shuffle time. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Okay, get that. We get that finally? Soul Seed Droplet, yep. Okay, good.
Pegasus held us dangerously low. This is just a scratch, as they say.
This is just a scratch. Are you missing your arm or something? It's usually people usually say it to quote the Black Knight, and he's not doing okay, so.
Forward now. Good work, everyone.
Alright, it's still going okay for us, though. We're just not getting the one thing that we came here for. Well, actually, no, we came here to rescue a person, so... I guess it's been worth it.
Oh, there's a treasure chest. I hear that humans do not come with an operations manual. Is that not inconvenient?
It's tremendously inconvenient, and we would be much better off if people did have a definitive, effective user's manual and a warranty. But unfortunately, you got a lot of lemons out there.
I won't miss my chance.
Stay on guard.
I'll go with.
Yes, you're on a roll.
Wonder why I'm going first here. It's a little bit odd. I guess Titania got probably a lot faster somehow.
Nicely done, Takaba.
We're not gonna go easy.
Now
Nope, didn't get it.
shall I move to strike?
Try and get a freeze here. Didn't get
That
it.
is optimal.
Okay, Marakaja.
Engage.
Problem is, it's gonna get to go basically twice here. So we're gonna get hit like 3 times.
Outcome. Oh no! You've got to get up somehow. No.
Yeah.
Akari-chan. You can't move.
Yeah, that's not really even that surprising. Okay,
Here we go.
Thanks. What next?
okay, and because of that, we can do this now.
Let's finish.
Still hoping we get the knockdown. Dizzy, rather.
Down but not out, as they say.
Okay, I might want to do this.
Ready to engage.
This stops the knockdown on Igus if we get lucky and Yukari dodges. Oh, or it does this. In which case, we're fine.
Akari-chan, are you okay?
Persona.
Yeah, we're fine. Okay.
You're on a roll.
Get ready.
Ammunition loaded. Weapons free.
Okay, and we shouldn't have to fight anything else this entire run, basically. Sure. I thought I had one more slot. Okay. Well, what do I not need anymore? I don't need Magician anymore. We could get Revolution, money, deflect magic, or experience increase. I'm going to take Revolution. Oh, right, I get 2. I will also take this.
Oh, pretty well.
It's not how I would characterize that, but okay. You also died there. You were dead for a little bit.
Hey, there's a treasure chest.
Okay. Maybe she was being sarcastic. Nope.
Treasure chest identified.
They really want me crafting stuff, don't they? You don't need to put crafting systems in every game.
Oh, can we go up those?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hop down all the way to like purple, which I think is probably like here. I don't know. Nope, this is still this. Below 100? This feels like it's a bit too far, actually. No, this is after purple, right? Okay, this is just a section that you're in for a very short period of time for whatever reason, I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can find it.
Oh, there's a treasure chest. You know, I never imagined Koro-chan would end up joining our team.
Yeah, I mean, if you said it out loud, people would think you're a bit weird.
Different from the others?
Does beg you to think, like, who's actually the mascot character of this team here?
Enemy spotted. Awaiting orders.
Feels like you've got a couple different options of who you could declare the party's mascot character to be.
Is that treasure?
Could be Junpei, the team clown. Okay.
Found the stairs.
What?
Exploration is all about planning, execution, and adaptation. It's similar to working a job or doing schoolwork. We found the stairs. Let's go.
Okay, I guess. That's, you know, okay, sure.
Keep your eyes peeled.
A shadow. What
I
will
wonder
you
why
do?
they have stuck us in that gold section for, like, multiple sort of
Aren't you, Koromaru?
breaks.
You can even wield a weapon on your own.
That's an interesting way to define smartness, Yukari. That's a very strange way for you to define that.
The enemy is strong. Exercise caution.
Yeah, whatever, let's just get you.
I've already scanned this one.
Sure.
Come, Persona!
Cool.
That's a win for the team.
It's over.
Good job, everyone.
Alright, that doesn't trigger, whatever, it's
Okay,
fine.
Let's keep on.
Black quartz. Here we go. Another try.
There's a treasure chest.
Another probable failure. It's fine. I've already used like 5 think I've used 6 actually of these. God damn it. Okay.
Though the decor has yet to change, we have reached the 96th floor. Let us press forward.
Weird thing to say considering how many times the decor has changed, but whatever. I don't know, I may be stuck with just, like, my team as it is. I might have to look up if there's a thing I can do to make it more likely to show up.
You may rest assured, I will not run out of firepower.
Yeah, where do we get the ammunition for Aegis? Because isn't it suspicious for us to be buying, like, grenades?
That kind of chest often. Let's.
Like, as connected as that one police officer probably is, I don't know who could get away with giving all those hand grenades to, like, high school students.
Enemy spot.
And if it's the Creature Corporation that's hooking us up with the hand grenades, then how come they can't just hook us up with better equipment? How come I have to go buy it? I guess they did give us better equipment that one time, but still.
Shadow sighted. Initializing combat mode.
Okay. Not that. I forget what those do. Okay. Well.
Hope we don't run into any creeps here. Even though some shadows look similar, they have totally different fighting styles and strengths.
It's a good thing that we don't run into Mara in this one, because that would probably constitute a creep. I would say Mara's a bit of a creep. Opinions about that may differ.
Hey, there's a...
Okay.
Found the stairs!
Well, unfortunate.
So we've reached the 99th floor. The number is hardly significant, but we've certainly come a long way.
Oh, there's a treasure chest!
Over here. Okay. And it's the right
Maybe
kind.
there's something nice inside.
Probably not, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for the stupid door to open. Damn it.
Oh, stairs!
It should open up, like, over here or something like that. I'm starting to suspect, like, I have to be in a specific type of floor for that to actually happen.
All clear to proceed.
I'm using up so many of my Twilight fragments on this. This sucks.
Treasure chest identified. Will you open it?
A shadow. What will you do?
Just avoid it.
Found the stairs! Wanna head up?
Well, we are just about...
I trust you.
I could
Lockdown.
actually switch over
Then let's be
early
off.
while trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
I suppose since we're using both
Oh, what
body
the hell?
and mind in battle, it's only natural to feel fatigued.
Object of value located.
Are you tired already? Malachites. I feel like if you were going to name, like, a demon after a rock, Malachite would probably be one of the better choices for that.
So this is where the stairs were.
Okay. I'll type the door. Gold hand, though. Ooh, and one of these.
We've got a long climb ahead of
No.
us. Normally, we'd need to bulk up for this.
I won't miss my chance. Take it
Dark.
down if you can.
Fire.
What to do? This is it.
Well, later,
Oh, never mind.
Should have actually... no, this is probably fine. I was thinking of passing it on to Igus so that she could potentially get the auto crit on the one guy, but
well, the executing.
then I wouldn't be able to do a hand back, so it wouldn't really matter. Okay.
Goodbye.
The way she says goodbye when she's gonna go do scouting for the stairs that are right beside us is very fine to me. Alright.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
It'd be nice if we could go on another trip, don't you think? How about going abroad next time?
Shadow-sided.
I kind of hate navigating this
Initializing
design of
combat
floor,
mode.
but it's another reason to head down to like a different type of section.
It's a treasure chest.
Ooh, Dakaja gem. Considering I
found
think
the
I've only got
stairs.
Dakunda,
Let's
that's
go.
actually really good for us. Let's pop up here. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's try dropping down even further. Oh, wait, I think I see the dividing lines. Is purple all the way the hell down here? What the hell? Oh, shit. Okay, well. Whatever. Okay, let's give this a try. I'll probably encounter death again. That seems to be a trigger for him, is going down way too many low floors, but it's fine. I'm
Exploring
sure
Tartarus is very physically demanding.
we'll be
It could
okay.
be an ideal workout for the...
I'm sure we can avoid death.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
More Dakaja gems. That's actually really nice.
There's a shadow!
That teleporter can take us to the entrance. Try to remember where it.
I'm just gonna do one more Twilight Fragment chest before I look up how to actually do this. I'm pretty sure the explanation was just I have to use one of those chests that consumes Twilight Fragments, and as soon as I've done that, I've got access to the thing that, like, well, I've got a chance of getting access to it. But I'm pretty sure that's all there is to it. I don't think that there's any other requirement. So I think I'm just getting completely screwed over by RNG.
Found the stairs!
Which, if true, does suck. Here's one. Maybe I need to have one of the ones that has, like, 3 cost, in which case, that sucks, but we'll find out. I'm pretty sure I've done it before with the 1, though, so... There we go. See, I'm wondering if it has to be on these floors, because, like, they've got room up by the stairs for these doorways, whereas I don't know that they do for the other ones.
Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
And I'm pretty sure the other times I've triggered this have been on purple floors, so... This might only be available here.
A staircase. Shall we ascend?
Alright, let's find out who's most behind. Yeah, so Amada and Koromaru we could definitely do here. That would be a good choice. Oh, that has a level cap of how many levels they can actually go up. That's interesting. Or wait, what level am I? I thought I was 57.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm 58. Jeez, okay. Well,
Excuse me.
okay, we'll swap out here. Okay, and we'll just go to, like, floor 5, doesn't matter. Could even go to floor
You
1
can
or
still
whatever.
win against a strong opponent if you play your cards right. Don't forget the big.
Usually it's not the basics that let me get through strong opponents. It's usually weird, cheesy bullshit, but you know.
There's a treasure chest. What should we do?
My Theurgy. I think I can use it now.
Hopefully this is SP Restore. I doubt it, but we'll try it. That is a huge waste.
Her leader took one out. Her leader took one out. That's a win.
Okay,
for the
well,
team.
whatever.
Good job, everyone.
We can get rid of Pixie, we don't need it. Okay. I actually need to do another thing to level these guys up again. There's Tetrakarn. There we go. Okay, so I don't need Samarakarm on him, because we rely on Yukari for that, but I think that that's better than Meteorama on him. Does he actually even use status effects? That's interesting. Aegon, I'm gonna get rid of Mamudo, because I feel like that's almost never useful. Oh, that one has a chance. Okay, never mind. I think we get rid of Getsue here. Because he's already doing slash damage, but,
Perhaps.
okay, so we do that.
Yes.
Lovely convenience. Okay, and let's head back into the purple zone and try that again. Gonna basically avoid any fights because we don't really need to get in them, and we're just looking for those treasure chests at this point in time. Oh, I think I chose a bad floor, it's fine.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Ah, it's a locked treasure chest too. We found the right floor for this already. I'm all the way down from like 72 to friggin' below blah, so... Nope, okay.
I have to be hard on myself so people won't think I've lost my edge.
I don't think that that's true, but you know.
Spotted the enemy.
Whew, okay, time to move on. Those creepy faces are really unsettling. Not that I'm afraid of them or anything.
Sure, Ken. You and Yukari would get along
We're
fine
starting
there.
to get somewhere. Ooh, a treasure chest.
Really trying to catch up on Ken lines here.
Oh, here it is.
I think Koro-chan found something.
Work.
Look, there's a shadow.
Okay, nope.
That teleporter can take us back to the entrance, but I can keep going.
Okay. Honestly, the amount of levels that we caught up are enough that we're probably fine if we have to use those two. I would like to have them catch up more, and I'd like to have Junpei and Hiko also catch up.
Feeling hot?
That is how he sweats. The sort of question I've got here is like,
Looks
do we...
like Kurochan found the stairs. I think we've...
Are we going to be fine if we just go with the normal core team, though, is the question I've got to have to myself. Oh, it's a dark floor. Good.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Problem, of course, is being I can't see Jack here, but... Neither can our opponents, but it doesn't really matter. They won't fight me anyway.
It's reading. It's the Reaper.
God damn it.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
It's a long treasure chest, okay. Reaper's probably gonna show up again pretty
I
much
think
soon here.
Kurochan found some.
Nope. Damn it.
That might prove to be a difficult fight.
It will not, but, oh god. I got stuck on that for a second.
Way up.
Okay, we should have outrun the Grim Reaper this time.
You can do it, Kurochan.
Careful, the enemy's nearby. Careful, the enemy's nearby.
Dysphere.
That teleporter can take us back to the entrance, but I can keep going.
That's her way. Oh, there's a treasure
I like how a
chest.
couple people seem to be able to understand Karamaru.
Looks like we still have a long road ahead of us.
That chest.
Don't need that as badly since I can cast Akunda, but still there to have it, I guess.
Kurochan spotted the enemy.
There's a treasure.
Man, I have been
powerful
in
enemy
this
ahead.
awful place
Think
for
twice
so
before
long
you-
looking for the exact same thing. I can see kind of why they don't have it trigger like every time, because having it sort of trigger every time would be a little bit
We're
annoying,
doing
but
well. Let's keep up the pace.
at the same time I'm not sure that it would be that annoying. I feel
There's
like
a
you
treasure
could I
chest.
feel like they could just have it work every single time you get a locked chest.
Look, there's a shadow.
Like, yeah, there'd be that really brief sort of animation of it popping up with the door, but like, would that really be that bad? It's not like you actually open that many locked chests in this game. Or at least I don't. The only time I open them is when I'm looking for these effects.
Kurochan spotted the enemy.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna make it through the entire thing without finding one, aren't we? That's fine. The nice thing about these sort of earlier floors is I can just sort of blitz through them just to hold down the run button and get it. Why do I have... What? Why do I both have knowledge of this floor, and why are the doors and chests already unlocked here? I was here from something. Okay. So it hasn't had a chance to
Let's
re-randomize.
keep up the pace.
This floor has.
Wait, why haven't they re-randomized? Oh, right. Do they not... Huh.
I'm not calling it quits just yet.
When I hear Kurochan bark, I feel energized. Whoa, that enemy is rare.
Okay, well...
That one's special. Take it down Come if
ice
you can.
and
I already scanned
dark.
this one. Enemy eliminated. Good boy, Koro-chan.
I'm ready to go. Stop. I hear you. This will do the trick. Too late for you now.
All right.
A battle
Not
well
about
fought.
does it. No shadows detected.
Now then, let's get back to work.
Yeah, why are these floors like this?
I think we've seen.
I think we're starting to get somewhere.
Interesting. Okay.
It's an enemy. Do we attack?
I must have gotten to those floors already, and I'm not sure
How does
why
this
they
place
didn't
change
reset.
shape every time we enter? It's so bizarre. There's a
Literal magic. The literal magic of kind of lazy game design, honestly. Mega Magic Band.
We found the stairs.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Okay.
There's a treasure chest over there.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
There's a shadow.
Woof? Question mark? Okay. Once we get out of purple, I'm gonna leave. Call it for the day, I guess. Here's another chance.
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Oh, that treasure chest.
I've used so many Twilight fragments. Air shoes. Didn't work. Damn it.
There's a shadow.
There's probably some way to check, like, ahead of time
Oh, there's
if
a
it's gonna
treasure
work or
chest.
not. And I don't know what that would be, but it would probably save me a lot of Twilight fragments. Like, I wonder if there's some sort of door arrangement where it has to...
I never thought
The
it
exit has to
possible
look a
wield
specific
multiple
way
personas.
before,
It's an extraordinary
spawn
power.
that.
But thanks to you, we have a lot of diverse battle tactics.
So, like, does it have to look like this, for example? Nope. Okay.
I'm not calling it quits just yet.
Koro-chan spotted the enemy.
Let's just check the rest of the floor here for treasure chests. Well,
Ooh,
wrong kind, but... I think that guy almost fled in terror straight into me.
So this is where the stairs...
Oh, there's a treasure chest.
A shadow. What will you do?
I bet we'll find something.
Snuff Soul, excellent.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
One of the things that can kind of get weird about this game is, like, the earlier floors don't seem to have worse treasure for, like, consumables than the later floors. Which is always really weird to me. But you can find really good items, like bead chains and stuff like that in early floors. It's bizarre. Is that a dead end? I didn't start from there, did I? Oh, maybe I did. I don't know. All right. This is basically grinding by a different name. I wish there was a faster way to do this. Like, Persona 5, I think, did it kind of right, where if you get your social link up quickly for a character, you can make it so that they keep up with the rest of your party without any problem. I think there was a similar mechanic in 4, where if you got their social link rank up, they leveled automatically with the rest of your party. And, like, Metaphor, they had something that did that as well, so, like, you didn't have to worry about people all... What the hell is that? You didn't have to worry about everybody getting completely off track in terms of levels. Sharp Student lowers the odds of sustaining critical hits. Interesting. I think it's funny that something called the Sigma Drag gives you a Sharp Student. That's very stupid. Okay.
Ooh, a trick.
There's a shadow. Careful, the enemy's nearby.
Well,
I trust you're not tired. Then let's be off.
I mean, I am tired in real life of this because it is bullshit.
Being
but...
well equipped is a factor of combat effectiveness. Make sure to check your gear regularly.
I refuse. Okay.
It's an enemy. Do we attack?
This place is actually really big. I'm worried that the Reaper is gonna show up again. Decent chance it happens.
Oh, there it is. There's a trap.
Okay.
There's a treasure chest.
It seems like we've checked everything on this floor.
Well, damn it. Okay. I know that locked treasure chests are more likely to be announced at the start of the floor, but they aren't always. Like, I have seen ones where they didn't announce it at the start of the floor, so... I never feel like it's quite right to just skip straight past. Oh. Okay, well... I probably need to keep running this a little bit longer. I'm not going to remember to, though, on Monday. That's going to be a bit of a problem, but it is time for me to swap over, so... This place has been sucking. God. Okay. In any event, though... Oh, I need to... Okay, did I... I'm just gonna save again here. Okay. And the Great Villainess. While this is loading, I'm going to go get my cup of coffee because I got a pot of coffee that's probably very cold by now, but whatever. Okay. So I remember we've been pushing through it, and we've sped up quite a bit now that we've actually gotten rid of some of the things that were slowing us down. Once we finish our, like, positioning, we can get into a final push and probably finish this off actually quite quickly, but... yeah, like, all this stuff now is in our control, so that took for bloody ever. But now that we got here, we can start pushing down a little bit faster. I could also try and move you guys there, but I'm just gonna move you guys to here for now. You guys over to here. And what I could do is I could instant flip this. I think we just do this for now. And I could do Surrender Stream down over here. I wish I could hit 2 with this. That would actually be great, but... this will be fine. Can delegate that. I do wish that our multiplier could get a little bit higher than ×3. ×4 would feel good to me, but it's probably fine. I just need to think of a good 3 stack to send into that one spot, but it doesn't really matter that much because we can consolidate back afterwards. Okay. Trying to set up for a good betrayal stream sort of thing. We could actually also send this 3 stack around that way that's already here. Why is this so hard? There's no way this should actually be this difficult. Starting off with 8 MP, that's great. We can go ahead and just attack this thing. Pull me to thy bosom. Bombardment. And decent chance that this thing just already dies, so if it doesn't, probably still stun it. Yep. I don't know why it says it's not going to kill them all, but then it does every time. Like, it's every time. I remember. No, it's revolutionary type, that's why. That's why. Okay, so we get there, you guys around to here, can auto-delegate that. Okay. You 3, okay, we'll send these 4 over to here. I guess we send all 5 of you onto here. Sending another group over to here probably also would have been good, because then we could send, like, get a 4 stack and then a 3 stack behind them, and then push this way, but I think that just holding there is actually okay. That actually kind of sucked because we're all weak to that, but it's fine. Don't really want to do this way, but whatever. Losing way too much health on an auto-resolve that should do 0 damage to us, so... okay. Just casually flipping over tanks with a whip and an airship, to be fair, but you know, I mean. Okay. So these guys should be able to just roll straight into here. And I'm not 100% sure I care too much about 100%ing this or anything like that, but we probably should for the sake of it. And we're advancing quickly enough that I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. This will probably be a lot closer to a kill than it's saying it's going to be, but hopefully we get some stuns. I think these guys will actually survive this one. No, no, maybe they won't actually, because they're going from being strong against this to weak against this. Oh no, they're alive. Damn, okay. Did stagger them both, though. Alright, so they're both done for. Yep. We made it back to Alicia, but are you alright with this, Lily? Yep, I made up my mind ages ago. Very well then, let us put an end to this ordeal. Okay, where should we send people? You guys to over here. I actually am thinking of sending these three over towards here to start doing a push down the side. Because otherwise we just got more people than we can actually handle traffic-wise over here. Send you three over to this one. Hop, hop. Okay. And then we got the slight problem of this area being a little bit awkward. They don't have a ton of troops here or anything like that that's able to actually stop me, so a betrayal stream would actually mean a lot. Although I do still have to just capture this sort of area here first. We could do a fast march for those guys, but I think we'll just stick with this thing not doing anything for the time being. Although I could use Betrayal Stream to capture the stuff faster. Do hate that I have to not auto-resolve these, that sucks. Okay. The problem is to get consistently to 6. I used to need Lily and Camilla and Scarlet, but now I think I can actually do it with just Lily and Scarlet. So I think we can advance down with just those two really effectively. And that's probably what we'll do. Their number of reinforcements is really slowed down too, so that also helps me quite a bit. Okay, so who do we send into here? Maybe these three? Shit. Okay, they'll still get to here in the staging point, like, at the same time anyhow, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we'll send you two down to here. I feel like, can I send... You guys can reach here, right? Yeah. What I may want to do is send these 4 over to here. And then have them bounce, and then we'll have the next group actually finish this off. Might actually need even more than that. Okay, thanks to the multipliers, we should start off with 7 points here. Yep. Wait, what? Did I send in the wrong people? No, it's Scarlet and Lily. Why can't I use this? What? Okay, so sheet one. Okay, well, we'll do this. But why that's not working is a little bit weird to me. That should work. Our stun chance should be really high. Should be like 80% or something like that, or maybe even higher than that. Okay, let's Crimson Wave them. Weird. Okay, still worked, but not as cleanly as that should have been, honestly, because we should have just one-shot it. Okay. And then U4. Just bounce. That's fine. Can you guys do this without dying here? You'll chip off a little bit more health, but you'll basically be knocked into such low health that I don't really want to do that. I'm gonna move you two down here. And if they attack here, then we'll have that counterattack, and then we can do another bounce, and then everything else this next turn. Okay. Airship, we're gonna skip again. Though Betrayal Stream would have actually been good here. Okay. Let's see if this one lets me use the ability. I don't know why it's not. I've got enough power to do it. Yep, I don't get it. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay, and 0% damage, and then we just finish him off. And that's fine. Okay, weird. Alright. I need to figure out a way to make this slightly different somehow. Maybe it's a composition thing, like I have to swap around to some people here or something? I guess? Okay. All you four, get on over here. Did that guy heal to full? He did not. Perfect. Okay, so we can bounce off here again, that's fine. And then you three. I actually want to have them take him. Okay, so Guided by Cuteness here is really good. followed by that, and then use an attack.
だらら心痛むも恋のなす技
Beating super tanks with cuteness and hand grenades. They're an early enough model of tank that a hand grenade would probably actually do some pretty good damage for one of these things. It's fine.
だが穏やか。
These little troops are actually armed with instruments, I just realized. I think that, yeah, that's all the time. That's not just for that. This explains why his attack is so garbage.
よく狙え。おや。
He's fine. Okay. We'll do another guided by cuteness, followed by just bombarding the hell out of this thing. It'll be fine.
だらら心痛むも
Should have high crit chance here. I need like 2 crits to get a kill, I think. Well, I have next turn still, so.
1、2、3。食らえ。これぞ戦場。進め。
Nope, actually we didn't need any crits. Interesting. I didn't get any either out of 3 attacks, which, given I got the crit increase, is kind of trash, but whatever. Okay. So we got all that. That's great. You guys, let's get to the staging spot. Here. And then we'll take away these 2 guys. So it'll just be this guy, plus whatever reinforcement, which would just be 1 cannon. That'll make it really easy to push into here. I can kind of auto-resolve this, but I'm not going to. How goes winning the Media Wars? We've got the last push here. We're just diving on in pretty quickly now that we've finally got everything organized. I've got some weird bug here that's happening where I can't use my super-powered super attack that's broken, but it'll be fine. I may need to do some shuffling to get that back, though, somehow. That was a good crit. Okay. So that'll get to 2 there, and then we'll have to deal with the much scarier garrison there. That's fine. If I could get rid of all these guys, that would actually probably help with that right flank, but these guys aren't getting attacked. Okay, so let's figure out what we want to do here. I could do an attack like this, but apparently that's unnecessary because there's just the one little guy all on his lonesome over here that's just crying because he's about to get wrecked. Okay, good. So we'll just destroy these guys. This poor fella here. Okay. Well, I'm not actually sure. There might be some specific rule that says I'm not allowed to use my ultimate here, but there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to here that I'm able to discern. Like, for some reason, even when I have 7, I can't use this. I can't use Hold Me to Thy Bosom, which is just the Scarlet Lily Unison skill. It should work, but there might be some specific reason why I can't. I don't know what it would be, but I feel like it's probably just a bug. Okay, so we'll send you 2 down to here. Send you 2 down here. And we'll send you 4 over to here. I kind of feel like I'm going to need to have a bigger group to take this out, in all honesty, but I'm not actually sure about that. Okay, how tough are these guys? Oh, they're actually kind of tough. Shy about public displays of affection suddenly? I think it's like I need to have more people in the group or for some reason. There's probably some other effect that's going on that I don't know about. That's fine. And then you guys will head on over here. I think we can just delegate that. Because we'll gradually have this sort of work in our favor anyway. Yeah, they've basically stopped getting any chance for reinforcements at this point in time. These guys will heal up thanks to the medic, and they'll stop getting reinforcements pretty soon. Okay, so you three down to here, where you'll heal a bit faster. Those guys should be able to heal up in time to repel this. Although we could force a non-movement from them. I wish I could jump to there with them, but I can't leapfrog past all this. Let's see how bad this is going to be. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's not great. I have seen better situations there. Let's go ahead and do this manually here. Need a third to validate their sort of... That's probably it, yeah, you know. Let's see here. Emergency treatment on... Yeah, we'll check that on Sanjay. I've used Smash. And you go after this guy, so we could just guard, but you're gonna get healed up anyway by enough. I don't know, let's have you guard. That's full health. Okay, firing at Jane, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll go before, so that's fine. Yeah, my impulse is that's probably a bug though. Yeah, good old Jane there. Every time something's about to cause like holy shit amounts of damage, it's always Jane. Alright, ended that with more health than we started with. That's always good. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so you two head on over to here. Once we capture that, we'll leapfrog them into there. We'll sort of go back and forth with them. You guys need no more healing? You guys still need healing? Nope. Okay, so we can hop over there. I kind of want to get into an angle where I can get rid of some troops here with our broadcast, too. Let's head you guys down here and just see how bad this is. This isn't too bad. I may want to manual this one, though. That's a lot more damage than I thought we were going to get off that. Okay. So this would actually be pretty good. The problem is it's random, and I want to get a specific kind of guy here, but... let's do this. I'm attacking Blueberry, but... Okay, we'll go ahead and do this.
非常識をあまり見たくはないのだけど、
非常識だからこそ心が
This is such a weird attack.
逃げても無駄。
Okay, we got it on the right guy too. What did they do with their horses in that attack though? Like they go spinning off into the air or whatever. Presumably they get fired out of the cannons, but like are they, do they just leave the horses behind or something? I don't know. I don't get it. Alright. We could do an infiltration onslaught. They're both going after our one infantry guy, which is very funny. I wouldn't mind reducing his attack a little bit here, and I think we just guard there and then bombard this guy again. Yeah, it's painful.
弔いの鐘を鳴らせ
逃げても無駄。
Huh. Oh, right, because he got defense down. Right, he got hit by that. Okay, that helps quite a bit. Let's have you just infiltration onslaught. You just attack. He'll be dead. Okay. Oh, that was way more damage than I thought he was going to be able to do with the 696 health he's got. Alright, whatever, it's fine. Okay, I shouldn't have actually killed them there, though. That pushes them to there. Unfortunately, it's fine. They'll be fine. We'll just have to push something over here to stop them from moving forward. I don't think I've got anything that can, but, you know. We would either have to use Stalling Stream, which I don't believe has enough range. So we could actually just lose that group there for a bit, but it's fine.
ネタには困らないわ。
Could do that to instantly convert. That doesn't really help us here, though. We could do this. This technically helps, actually, but only it's speeding things up. We'll still probably lose these guys here unless I block properly. Oh, it's just one guy. Okay. You know what? We might be able to do this. Especially because he'll go last. Like, this is a regular artillery that's going slow and we're blowing him up with this preemptive attack there. We probably can actually one-shot him with this, too. I need to look at this more closely. Like, where are the cavalry going? Where are the horses going? Nope, there's no horses. Okay, well. Man, I would hate to be a cavalryman in that division, because you lose your horse and you get fired out of a cannon at point-blank range to the enemy. Like, it's just, that's rough. It's not what I would call a fun time, personally. Okay, you lot, let's head on over here. So this should work right now. I should be able to use that ability this time, because that seems to be the trigger, is like having more friends or something like that. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I need Primula to be here. Yeah, I can use Hold Me to Their Bosom this time. Yep. And this should one-shot them all because we'll be switched over to Revolutionary type and we'll lose the weakness to them. We'll suddenly become their counter. Revolutionary counters tank, apparently. I guess it's our equivalent of, like, the tank in the Rock, Paper, Scissors, because they've got, like, Rock, Paper, Scissors tank, like the assholes that they are. We have Rock, Paper, Scissors Revolutionary. Okay, you two. Could hop you guys over here and have these guys actually get a little bit bonked, but I think what we'll do is actually send these three first. Okay. So everybody does go before them. Nope, they do not. Okay. One is attacking all. I think I still want to do this. And I think we hit this guy. He's gonna get hit twice, so we're gonna defend. Hopefully this doesn't one-shot our medic, because that would suck. But we're damaging the tank that's attacking her, so preemptively dealing some damage to them to punish them for violating any of the convention. Okay, see, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. Okay, they're attacking Jane and Sanjay, but go ahead and heal Jane first. Our attack being down is a little bit bad, but we'll do Imperial Tactical Fire on our last turn here. I may actually want to defend this turn, but we'll defend again. Okay, so now Jane will hit a lot harder, especially for a crit. That's great. Stain showing just one person. Okay, so this one's gonna go down from Jane. So we can use emergency treatment on Jane just fine here. And then we can use Imperial Tactical Fire to finish off whatever's left. Wait until they counter your counter with a new counter? Dragons? I thought that the counter to revolutionaries is counter-revolutionaries. Is the typical thing. Which is why we need to purge all the counter-revolutionaries and throw them into the gulag, but you know, it's weird that we're fighting the, we're using revolution as the monarchists against the parliamentarians, but you know, I mean, sometimes you just get history really wrong. Sometimes, you know, things are just not right. Okay. Well, that done, as it is. So the problem here is these guys are actually going to just beat our asses, because they've got 29,000 attack power. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. Persona 5 Royal, sure. I mean, well, you know. Stop streaming. We'll just use stream to get rid of these guys. But what we'll probably need to do is bully our way through these two with a big hit there. Okay, I can do it functionally a swap by going like this. Although that does make a little bit of an awkward situation. Yeah. See, that's what we in the business like to call kind of bullshit. Let's go ahead and save. If we can get the, if we can get them both stunned permanently, that would be good, but if they're faster than us, we're in a lot of trouble. They're faster than us, and they've got... Holy crap, okay. Well, shit. Go ahead and guard. Have to try and risk that, and we'll just do this. Okay, that just one-shots us. Cool. Not sure what the counter to that's gonna be. What the shit? Let's see what the commenter in this one is. Well, say something. I know, it's just... I got stuck on lane. Alas, I have no retort for that. Now that they've lost their initial gains, they've gotten desperate. Yeah, we should have seen that coming. Really, their dying throws are too much. Not that anyone here could have known. It's all new to the Empire. Hell, even the Republic doesn't really know what they're doing with them. They trial them out for our express benefit, I suppose. Sure, they have almost impenetrable shields and infinite bullets. On the other hand, that's all they have. Personally, I would still consider that a sizable advantage. We're adapting, they're not. We got the edge we need. We'll do things our way, just like we always have. We're so close to the end, we just need to keep going for a little longer. Agreed. We'll plow our way through the muck and mire as many times as necessary. Let's go. Okay, great. Fantastic. So that sucks. These guys are going to be a real friggin' nuisance. I'm not 100% sure what is going to be the best way to deal with that. Whoops. Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. So the question I kind of have to ask myself here is it even worth trying to get rid of these two? Because, like, what would I really gain from that other than an additional attack vector? And do we really, really need that attack vector? And the answer is probably no. We could get an attack from here, an attack from here, an attack from here. And then we could get an attack from here. Although this guy might be really scary. He's got 12,000 signatures. He could actually probably one-shot us as well, so we'd probably ignore that one. Yeah, so maybe we don't worry about that one too much. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll wait till we capture this, and then we'll go ahead and deal with those guys by using an airship next turn. Although, am I gonna have to... Yeah, I have to force my way through this guy or these two to get that route. So maybe we just use this opportunity to get rid of his extra troops there and start bashing into that. I don't know. Move you guys back to here. Gain a sense of pride and accomplishment. Look, my sense of pride and accomplishment comes from doing rat tactics and sneaky bullshit. It doesn't come from fighting like an honorable person. Alright, let's go ahead and try and surrender stream these guys. Can we actually just surrender stream these guys? We can. I'm kind of wondering if... Okay, so we can get rid of these two, is what's going to happen. Will they actually just get more back? I'm gonna get rid of these guys first. And then we'll deal with getting these guys in a little bit. Because we have to reposition anyway. Okay. Could have done that slightly differently and it would have been a bit better, but it's fine. Alright, so now we just, like, bash our brains into this guy, like, for 5 million turns while his tank just tears us apart over and over and over again. So that'll be fun, I think. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, okay, so this is the maximum amount that I can actually do here. That's fun. That's always lovely. And I'm assuming the auto-resolve in this is going to look like just instant death for everybody. Oh, actually, no, 2 people will survive. Okay, well, you know. Let's ignore that for now. Okay, so that automatically turns out like that. That's fine. Surrender stream those guys. Okay. Alright, just start chipping away. I never imagined that you could have built such a following. I'll admit, there were even distinct disturbances within our own army. So my dad might be down, but he'll never be out. Capture's not an option. Indeed, he puts his mission above all else. He would never withdraw. How could I? I fight for happiness. Any impediments must be removed. So this is another one. I'm gonna save here just in case, but like I also suspect this is another I can't capture the guy kind of moment. So over half. Okay. You could say the Rat Tactician is a crazy title. Well, I mean, you don't want to actually have that name, because then people will be onto you. You have to pretend that you're some sort of honorable, noble sort of warrior that's doing things by the book so that people get surprised by your bullshit. Although, admittedly, like, you have those people that are like me throughout history, and for some reason people never seem to catch on. So, then you do see us as compelling obstacles. What of it? That means you recognize your own child's talents, if subconsciously. Ah. Mayor stated that the Republic's citizens were not but parts. Or if we both considered Lily to be an unworthy substitute? How absurd. She's irreplaceable. A true masterpiece, in my opinion. Indeed, we are too rigid in our evaluation of Lily's worth. But what we identified as the true threat was you, Scarlet. So that's why you tried to get people to break this up, even my sisters. Your inherent synergy was a grave miscalculation, I must admit. Which is why we'll be entering into a union that even God cannot break. I mean, to be fair, like, Yukitsu is a name that I chose because it evokes foxes, which are also kind of rat-like, so, you know. Sorry, Dad, I told Lady Scarlet I'd marry her. My apologies for the delayed announcement. We are to be wed. No! What the? I love that expression on that sprite. That's so good. Holy shit. Oh no. Such disruptions to the population must be removed, forcibly if required. What little character you have. Hardly a man worthy of being Lily's father. Alright, is he going first? He is going first. Shit. Okay, we'll give this a try here. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. If we get the stun here, we're gonna be fine. If not, we're gonna be in some trouble. And if the stun progresses over into the next turn, we'll be fine as well. But we kind of need a little bit going on here in our favor. Yeah, he's stuck. Okay, perfect. He will counter me because he'll be out of stun in a bit, but we'll still be able to do Send It All Flying. Time for you to hit the road, Dad. You've done too much damage already. Everything I've ever seen or studied has taught me that. The correct application of rules and regulations is what leads to happiness. Yeah, but what's the correct application? Because, like, the correct application of rules and regulations can lead to, you know, people being happy, but, you know, that requires probably not the ones you're thinking about. And when everyone's needs are met, compliance comes naturally. Well, it's not just needs, you also have to hit the wants. How revolting. Those who restrict how people live have no right to discuss happiness. I mean, depends. Do they mean, like, you need to have driver's licenses? Because I'm pro driver's license. Cannot even bring joy to your own daughter. What do you know? Since words can't seem to reach you, perhaps violence will. Lady Scarlet. Dead. Okay, I think we might be able to go back and try to do a capture, but I'm betting we can't. Using violence to alter the status quo? What are you doing? Sending in all those tanks. Weeding out those of inferior intelligence is also a leader's duty. No, it's not. Wait. Are you cheating for the sake of all of humanity? You shall be eradicated. I feel like he's cheating at this point in time. Alright. Okay, let's, She would probably oppose licenses. She would probably oppose driver's licenses, yeah. I can imagine Lady Scarlet being a bit of a disaster down at the DMV. I can definitely see that happening. Okay, we're gonna have to heal ourselves a little bit here. Let's do a stop stream. So I guess we have another opportunity to try and capture him here, but... I forgot that Whis does a capture faster, but it's fine. Okay, so we got 4, we got 3, we got 1, 2. Nope, they can't reach. 1, 2, 3. So we could get a stack of 4 over here. We could get a 3 stack back here, so we move you back to here. Maybe we get Jane to join up with these 4. She's actually pretty solid, and I can't really get any other synergies here, so we might as well do it that way. Then we'll have a 4 stack that'll be these 4 over here, which is not the best, but it'll do. Okay, we'll need at least a turn to heal here. But we'll get ourselves set up. Here he is, sitting all alone. Okay, I think everyone's full health at this point in time. Let's start bashing our brains into this fella and getting destroyed here. Holy crap. Alright. Well, that's unpleasant. What the hell kind of a tank is this guy driving now? Where did he get a second tank? Okay. How much are we okay, this is the tiniest amount possible that we are reducing him by. Is there any group that has better survival rates? I'm guessing not them. We may have to do this just to get this started here. Because, like, it'll chip away enough of his health that it'll reduce his power to the point where he's not going to, like, one-shot everybody else. Sir, the troops have finished reorganizing. Wonderful. Defeat is not an option, nor a surrender. You're the ones who will lead the world down the true path. It seems that they are gearing up for yet another attack. Yep, that big warship's probably chock full of reinforcements. If we're gonna stop him, we've got to smash his base to bits. Indeed, with your father out of the picture, the front line would falter. Let's seize him and end this farce. Okay, so we chipped him for a little bit of damage, which is what we're here to do. Okay, that one doesn't work well. This one does. Okay. Still no. Still no. The problem is, like, that one. Okay, let's hit next. So how much is he healing? He's gonna heal more than we are. Because he should actually on a 5-star heal like full health basically. And we need like 3 turns to fully heal ourselves, so... Yeah, that's full health again. So I think I need to... We'll just heal back up to full here. I need to hit him. And we're gonna go stop streaming for a bit. And then we have to get him with the logistics hit so that he doesn't heal between attacks. Then after we've healed back up to full, after our attack against him, we have to hit him a sort of second time there, and I guess that might work. I need to heal one more round here. Okay, so we need to do like this again. And a couple saves back here. I might be better off trying to do this manually. We'll find out, because he might also just one-shot me. What's with the N on top of the tanks? That looks like the Zeds that we're seeing on like those Russian tanks. That's very apropos. I can't remember when this game was made. I think that actually would have happened by now. Ugh, just give up already. Why are you so obsessed with the Empire? This is no mere obsession. This is necessary measure for the greater goo. You like goo, huh? Cease your endless prattle. Quite frankly, I find your existence offensive. Who are you to define joy? A linguist. As if you know any better. How dare you lead people down a thorny path? Roses are all the more beautiful for their barbs. Until you can wrap your mind around that truth, you will never be my match. Alright, time for us to get our asses absolutely kicked here. Ow. Okay, let's see here. He's gonna attack Lily. What the hell's going on here? Okay, let's... I can't do what I want to do here, really, because Start With Your Name is going to make it a little bit too expensive. The problem is he going to, like, one-shot? I kind of need him to attack someone else, so we probably actually just... What is this? This music's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun that's going that route. If I could get one more MP or something like that. Actually, no. Start With Your Name, Lily. Attack. Attack. You spent the entire music budget for the last third? Yeah, probably. AT-HE rounds. The fact that he's got those things is kind of disturbing, but okay. You can blow me up for a lot more on the retaliation, that's fine. Okay, if we get the stun here, we're fine. We got it. Okay, so we got this one turn to sort of deal a bunch of damage or whatever. He's actually down to third, so we can actually attack without getting countered a little bit. We can use on the stage again. This is going way better than auto resolve. Yeah, this is going way, way better than I could possibly have gotten through with, like, auto-resolve. Ouch. Okay, so we'll still do attacks that get us countered on our first few, because we'll be able to do some other stuff anyway. But then we'll use, like, knockout technique, we'll use our MP on our last attacks that are after that. I don't think it really matters too much, but this is like 1 times damage anyway, so I might as well do this. No counter. Perfect. So Jane's gonna get countered, but she'll probably be alive. Oh no, she didn't get countered because she's, yeah, uncounterable. I forgot about that. Didn't get the stun, but it didn't matter. Okay, nice. Okay, so having done that, we can do this now. 1,000 something. Okay, that'll kill him, unfortunately. I need something that'll keep him on just like 1 crack of health there. I think that's got a pixel. Nope. Okay, so I have to go back. Okay, I'm gonna skip, and then we're gonna go back. Okay, so we're doing some skips here. Because we'll see this again when I do this the other way. I'm gonna potentially not be able to actually do a capture. So we'll find out. Can I skip this? Okay, well. I'm not sure that there's going to be any way for me to actually... Composer Yuti Akiyama. I feel like that's evoking something that they probably... Oh, whatever, it's fine. What kind of monster makes it so you've got unskippable credits? Blocked in... Yeah. Well, you never know. We'll find out. I'm guessing that, like, it's not going to matter. I'm guessing I can't actually, like, capture the guy anyhow, but... This is also the kind of game, though, where... This happened to you with Silksong? Yeah, well... This is one of those games where it would be nice if there was, like, a little vignette between all the different social links that you capped out, because that's kind of the thing that you have in a lot of these. That was 3 guys. Yeah, this is a lot more than 3 guys. This has required a surprisingly large number of people to do. It's still a fairly small studio, it looks like. A lot of it's just, you know, subcontractors doing localization, stuff like that, but also a lot of the same names showing up in a lot of places, but, you know, that's fine. Okay, please be done. This is also fairly short so far. If it keeps going, I'm going to be upset, but I think that sound means it's done. Okay, let's try this again, and then we'll actually watch the ending cutscene if, we'll whatever. Reach the happiest ending with every possible ally. Okay, well that kind of explains that. So that's that. Rather fitting finale, I'd say. Well, do you believe we found our happy ending? As long as we're not counting all the times we screwed up. I thought we were going to die lots. There are so many reckless attacks. He did die fairly often. Get cut off from our allies. No one would listen to us. However, we made it in the end. Which is all that matters. Never you mind the number of mistakes.
無理だと思っただろ
Thought it would be impossible, didn't you? Made people assume without reason to judge things to be absurd.
私
I really did. Didn't believe that happy endings actually
人生
existed.
には存在し
そんなこと
And
は
yet
ない
here we are.
ほら
Look here.
あの人はずっ
That
と
person never stopped believing in us.
私たちは
Look, we did exactly what we set out to do. So let's stream the story to our trio's mighty accomplishments.
3人で成
Guess
し
they're
遂
referring
げ
to
た
the player here.
この物語を
Skip the ending for the epilogue. Yeah. I'm wondering if it'll be a different epilogue, though, if we get a slightly different ending here. I don't think we will, because I don't think we can do what we're doing. Happy ending achieved. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's a little bit straightforward. I wonder how many endings there actually are. I feel like it's probably just 3, but you never know. Alright, let's load this. Okay, so we have to... So here's the problem. I have to switch this over to the airship doing the capture stream here, and he's gonna heal. The question is, how much does he get to heal from this place? Because if it's too much, then we're screwed. It's not too much. I'm gonna just have to sacrifice a lot of other people here, but you know what? That's fine. That's probably fine. These guys are all still alive? That's... Oh, no, never mind. I thought you were gonna live. Rest in peace. Okay.
私が足手まといに
やられちまった
Alright, off we go. Capture stream active. Let's go ahead and try this out.
Clean up を開始する
Okay, when General's HP hits where it already starts off at. Alright, so I don't have to worry about him. We're just gonna go ahead and defend. Defend on the stage. Ta-da. Why is he 6? Why did he have so much of a speed down compared to last time?
派手に行くよ
無駄な動きを
Yeah, it didn't capture. Okay, so we kind of know here.
駆逐せよ
He'll be 3rd and he'll do that. Okay, let's just do this.
目にも見せてもらえ
He'll be down on Scarlet's attack.
せよ
しい
自由は戦場にある
Okay, so we'll actually watch the ending this time since now we know.
残存兵力
We
は
have no soldiers, no
予備隊はどうした
reservists, no more tanks to
出
send
せる
out.
兵
打ち止めのよ
It's
うだ
curtains for
な
you.
ありえない
Impossible. How could our modern arms be defeated by such outdated systems?
それが旧時代の軍隊崩れに
Most of them were defeated by the power of bosoms, but I mean that's not really. Let's not talk about it.
ご退場願うよお
Time
父
to
さん
take your bow, bow, Dad. Your role here is done. Do we kill him? I can't tell.
この勝利はプリムラ様に
Sounds like we killed him.
リリーの指揮に敗れたの
How does
さ
it feel to be bested by the talents of the dog
娘
you
の能
died?
力さえ見仙台アレックス
Time
兵
for you
と
to
を
answer your
殺
crime.
害し
Arson,
帝
regicide,
都に
exciting
放火し
chaos.
混乱を招いたと認めるか
Scarlet, I feel like that last one you're also guilty of. Let's not accuse about things that we're doing here.
それが幸福
All
を
reasonable measures be taken in
合
the
理
name
的
of
な
peace
判
and
断だった
prosperity.
からな
素直じ
Yeah,
ゃ
I
ない
don't buy it.
否定する
What's
必
there
要
for me
な
to
どな
deny
い
between violence and logic?
暴力と論理
I think you have chosen both. You can do both. You can do two things.
どちらが理性
Neither
的
is
か
truly
考
rational.
え
My
る
question
余
either.
地もない我々
I do
は
not believe that
間
my choices were
違って
incorrect.
などいない
筋が
What a
見える
stubborn
だな
ass.
グイ
What do you want to do with him?
Omae wa
He did your family the dirtiest.
お
僕は判断
So I shouldn't cast judgment. I'd be too furious to think
彼は
straight.
高みへ繰り返る思いだ
None of this would have happened if I hadn't introduced my father to the streaming technology. Out of everyone here, I'm the most at fault. It might have anyway, actually.
そうか
If you insist.
リリー
What about you, Lily? No matter what you choose, I'll support it.
私はお前の決定を支持する
私が
You
決
want
め
me
る
to decide?
工作と侵略を
You
大
never
統領が
recorded
認めた
confessions
瞬
from the
間は
president
証拠
regarding
映
his
像に
infiltration.
残したこれが共和国
As
と
such, the
の国
rest of the
際
public
問
will
題に
not be
発
held
展する
responsible.
ことになる
It's a head of state. I don't know that that's how that works.
あとはお前と父
Therefore,
親
it is a
の
simple
問題
matter
だ
between two family members.
私は
Well, I...
...1年に及ぶ
With that, the
戦
curtain
いは
finally closed on our
ついに
year-long
幕を
struggle.
閉じた
That took a year?
共和国が帝国に
This
行っ
wasn't
た
Rose's
破
attempts
壊
to
工
meddle with
作
the
活
Empire
動
sent shockwaves around the world.
殺害された先
Ex-Emperor
代
Alex
皇帝
Grosvenor ended
アレ
up
ックス・グ
going
ロー
down
ベナ
in
ー
history as a hero who
共
does
和
best to
国の
protect his
陰謀から
country.
国を守ろうとした英雄とし
Well,
て
you
歴史
call
に
an
名を刻
ex-emperor
ん
an
だ
ex-emperor if they are ex because they died? I don't know.
共和国と癒着していた貴族たち
So
の
you weren't kidding when you said this was war between streamers. Yeah, no,
Kizoku
I was telling the truth. The person who was actually gaslighting you was Optics, who I think has changed their name here, but you know.
帝国はグウィンを代表に据えスカーレット
So
帝
Gwyn
国
had
に
to step up
政
and work
権
out the
以
full
上を
transfer
開
power to
始
the
した
Scarlet Empire, but
結局こうなっちゃ
figures
う
that
の
things
ね
would end up like this.
仕方ない
You honestly believe we
これ
did.
って
Oh shit.
貧乏くじと言うんじゃないかしら
I also believe that we should have left the government to Scarlet and Lily. Regardless, this feels like the shortest end of the stick. Oh, so we actually just absconded and left all the responsibilities to these guys. Fantastic.
国政に
YouTube did that? Not me. Really? Why? What? Huh, that's weird. Do you want to be more involved in our national politics? You knew about that?
女性を重
We're
要
coming
な
up
ポ
on
ジシ
an
ョン
era
に
where
据え
women will hold positions of power.
その時
When
は
that happens, we'll have to give
プ
Miss
リムラ
Primula
城
a
に
good
勝
one,
つ父が言ってい
is
る
what my father once said.
惜しい人は亡く
We
し
have
ま
lost
した
a
ね
decent man far too soon. We did. I wish he could have seen the
新
dawn
た
of
な
that
時
new
代を
era.
見てもらいたかっ
More lies? Could be.
ただが
It would not surprise me if YouTube decided to screw around with like the names and
新たな
stuff
時
like
代の
that.
幕開けとなる
So it isn't all doom and gloom after all. The sun is about to rise.
まさか本当
I
にや
never
ると
thought
は
I'd see the
ね
day.
君はとても
I know you must be
残念な
disappointed, but it calls for grand
あな
celebration.
たこそ
I'd say the same about you, don't you mind?
僕は彼
No,
女
I
の
was never a
薬
good
がい
match
だ
for her.
った
This is truly the best ending.
これで
There might be some sort of weird setting that they like auto-toggled onto some sort of like update or whatever, and you could go back to the other one or whatever. I'm guessing that's probably true, but I don't know. Updates suck, you know. They change everything and you have to undo all the stuff that they changed in their update. My daughter's finally finished the wedding finery.
娘の晴れ姿が見れた
I'm glad you're being supportive here, but could you tone it down a little?
これであの世で詫びずに済むという
Now I can head to the great beyond without any debts. Probably hidden somewhere, yeah, but I don't care enough, really. Yeah, that's fair.
その涙は
Are those tears of relief then?
まあ私
So I
は
believe
母
Mother
親
will
に
have
叱ら
stern
れる
words
だ
for
ろう
us. This
が
would make her smile. This would make her smile.
エリ
Okay.
ザベス不出来な娘と罵
I'm
って
so sorry for calling you an awesome tired. Did you actually call us that? I don't remember that. Probably.
許してく
Can you
れ
ever forgive me?
親父殿に
Give
許しを
what,
請わ
Mother?
れ
It
る
was
道理は
I was a right terror.
私
What
は
do you
不
mean
敵な
was?
娘だこちらこそすまんな
Which you have my apologies for.
奥方が
Hey,
お待
what's
ち
the
です
holdup? Your wifey's waiting. I thought we determined that Lily got to be the husband is how we were doing. Or I can't remember actually anymore.
あ
Ah yes, shall we?
待たせたな
Sorry to have taken so long.
私は
I don't
別
really
にいいん
mind,
だ
but
けど
everyone's all here,
み
so
んながね
なんで俺
how'd
が
I end up playing the officiate for y'all anyways? Wait, we got you to do that? Well, it's better than the other priest that we have access to who we possibly killed. So yeah, no, that would have been a bad choice.
お前でなければな
Why
ら
no
ない
one else would have done? I don't feel like that's true. Sure, whatever.
まあ
I'll take a
指
stab
名
at
さ
it.
れたからには精一杯やらせてもらうがよ
Yeah, he didn't ever come across as particularly devout to me as far as I really think, but Probably the medic would be our closest bet, but that's pretty far off, and she's also crazy. Actually, no, let's... Who do we have that would make good... Yeah, no one. Okay, well... Wow. Emperor Scarlet Penrose. Speaking of pen-related names here, do you promise to love your wife through fire, seas of blood, and enemy raids? Who let him write this? This is better than we could have gotten, but still, of course. Chancellor Lily. Do you promise to love your wife in battle above the clouds or on the air? Who even wrote these vows? Weiss did. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I guess that's how that would work, yeah. Okay, well, fair enough. Because the usual ones be too bland, huh? Should have seen that coming. It's fine, I do. 3 cheers for the Scarlet Empire. Great. Fantastic. Thank you, Lily. You've just made the world that much more thrilling. Really? That's the line you're ending this on? I love you. I love you too. Great. I feel like they got a different artist to do this one. This one's very different, but also it's supposed to convey a much different style than most of the other moments where everyone's a psychopath, so... Yeah, okay. The journey's just getting started. Alright, I kind of really want to actually figure out, like, how would you even go about the other ending where you murder everybody? Because getting through this game with just 2 people sounds absolutely hellish. Like, how do you even do that? I feel like you're probably going to be able to, of course, get access to that ability to just blow up everything all at once, like you did in the end of this one. You probably have a higher level cap or something weird like that. You get the self-sustain on Scarlet, but I don't know how you would heal Lily, because you're never going to actually have, like, control of your headquarters. You don't have anything other than delay stream and capture stream. So, yeah, I'll have to figure out what you even do if you just murder everybody. Like, how does that even work? And you don't use capture stream because you're murdering everybody. I guess I could start that today. Honestly, I like this ending, though. I liked the way that this played out. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I really care too much about the other type of ending. I'm not a completionist. I never actually go into a game wanting to get all the endings. Like a Signalis, I know there's other endings and I can get them, and I kind of want to see one of them, but it also feels like a giant pain in the ass to play through it again. I don't know. I definitely feel like this is one of those games as well where going through the one where you just murder everybody would feel a lot less fulfilling, because, like, then you don't have all the interesting character interactions. I'm guessing the way that they have to do it is you just get super overpowered abilities for Lily and Scarlet. You're out after one playthrough. Yeah, I feel like I might not do too much with this. I just want to, like, check... I might actually just look it up. What I want to know is, like, how the hell do you actually deal with the game mechanics of this game with just 2 people? Because this game wasn't really designed for that, I don't feel like. I don't know how you would actually go about that. I'm guessing there's probably, like, another ending. Like, there's probably 3. There's one where you get, like, all the people on your side, and then you, like, defeat everybody and blah, blah, blah. And then there's another one where you, like, murder everybody, and then you just get through with the 2 of you. Where maybe you get executed at the midpoint there, because I feel like getting to the actual end game would be virtually impossible. And then there's some sort of middle ground ending where you accidentally killed a couple people that you shouldn't have, and you have to sort of, like, get a worse ending because of that in some way or another.
どうだ?
But maybe there's
Happy
another
ending,
secret, like, other ending that you could get.
めっちゃなんか見方を受け
Okay,
る。
so yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. Actually, I'm gonna just look up to see what the mechanics are, because if they are what I think they are, they're gonna be really bland, or not bland, but it's not gonna be ones that I'm gonna have as much interest in. Because just having a couple super overpowered people is really less interesting than the sort of strategy of trying to figure out how to maneuver people to get everybody working together. Like, that was way more interesting to me. Having these two be, like, super overpowered and just stomping through everything is going to be, like, kind of meh. You don't have enough, like, abilities or, like, ability options to go through as well to make it interesting if that's how that works. So yeah, it depends. I'm not too sure if I'll do another playthrough of this, but the one that I did I really liked. That was a lot of fun. A middle of the road ending would probably be also kind of interesting to see what that would actually be like, but yeah, I guess we'll call it a little bit early today. I figured I was nearing the end of this. I wasn't too sure exactly how far along. Actually, let's check this. Does this... Oh. Okay, there's a button that says, like, strategy guide, and it does not technically help me all that much here. And it's literally just a Steam post. So not strictly speaking all that useful here, if we're totally honest with you. Yeah, and they just tell you how to, like, capture everybody, so I'm not sure if that explains anything. Switch to Tactical Breach Wizards. I'm not sure I'm going to stream this. The other thing that I picked up is actually the newspaper tower game. I was sort of mentioning this earlier, like, it lets me make a newspaper. Here, let's actually bring that up now. Why don't we do that? But yeah, the problem I have with this is that there's no way that it's going to be as good as Sim Tower, because there have been a bunch of tower games where you build a tower, and none of them have been anywhere near as good as Sim Tower, inexplicably. And I have no idea why no one's been able to make a copy of Sim Tower that's as good as it. Newspaper Tower? It's a game where you build a New York 1930s style news tower that's, you know, making your shitty newspaper called, in this case, the Ukitsu Times. Obviously. Like, obviously I picked that up. It is a sort of tower building management game where you are trying to build a tower that earns you money. Let's figure out where I would put this. Probably a city builder type game, I think. News. I should probably call it fake news, because that's probably the direction that our particular playthrough is going to be going through. Oh. Everything's crashing. That's fine. Yeah, I'm honestly probably going to do recordings of Newspaper Tower. News Tower is what's called, actually, but just close the program here. It's probably because I'm trying to open up multiple Steam games at the same time, and that's ruining things. But, yeah, the problem I'm going to have with this is, like, it's not going to be as good of a tower simulator as Sim Tower, because nothing has been. They were smart about this in that they didn't try to just completely compete with Sim Tower by, like, making that kind of thing. They have their own gimmick, and there's a lot of other sub-mechanics to this that are interesting. Because you're trying to make newspapers and then sell them, and you've got lots of little sort of extra things going on there. Never heard of the subgenre? Most people... it's kind of like... Yeah, it's kind of an interesting subgenre. I think that there's actually quite a few games that are like that, mostly indie games, but If you ever get a chance to, you should play the original Sim Tower. It's gonna be almost impossible to run in like modern hardware, but it's like SimCity, but you're just optimizing a single large Tokyo-style skyscraper, which is like really, really big, and it's got like everything in it. Like you got a tower that's got its own subway station, kind of big, right? And it's actually really, really interesting. So yeah, you got this thing here. I haven't really gotten into it at all, but the problem here is that we need to actually get through a decent amount here. We could do the intro. I actually haven't played enough that but yeah. So the important thing obviously here though is we can do what we're about to do here. What, in the megastructure? Yeah, you could build a megastructure. You can get it to like 200 floors or something crazy like that. I can't really remember. The real problem with like the original Sim Tower is actually the way that the elevators work, because you're actually limited on how many elevators you're allowed to have, and that dictates like the entire throughput of your entire tower. And they also do the stupid thing of they model the elevator movement, which means that it takes like 7 hours in game time for like the elevator to go from the bottom floor to the top floor, if you've got a really, really tall tower, which really sucks. It's why I think that so many Sim-style games fail these days, is because all of them insist on modeling traveling time, where you're playing like City Skylines and you've got the traffic that looks like it's moving across the roads at a kind of reasonable sort of realistic pace. But then you actually calculate it out and the cars are moving at like 5 meters an hour. Not really, it's a little bit better than that, but it's basically in that sort of vein, where like going from one end of the city block to the other end of the city block takes about 20 minutes in-game, which is ridiculous. Like, it's not a very good model of that sort of thing. So if you've got a bunch of different things that are trying to move stuff around, resources around in a certain way, the simulation doesn't work very well at a certain point. And the point that breaks down is going to be dependent on different sort of things there, but every time you don't just abstract worker movement, you end up in a bad situation. This game actually does fully abstract your worker movement. They don't have to walk around. They just sort of teleport a little bit, which I think is way better. Father's been gone a decade now, and frankly, things he left things in a little bit of a state. But don't worry, the city will chew you up anyway. It's what it does. Know-it-all Eleanor will be more than excited to help you take your first punches. Call it an overdue inheritance. The business is all yours now. Enter newspaper name: The Yukitsu Times. I wish I could do like a proper New York 1930s newscaster accent, but yeah, I haven't really got the chops for that one. I should practice. Could watch the Hindenburg going down and be like, oh, the humanity. Brooklyn, New York, 8 o'clock. And then you actually get this little placard over there that says the Yukitsu Times. It's great. I personally like the physicality of it. The physicality is why they do it, and adds that sort of sense of like immersion, so that you feel as though like you're really there in a certain sense there. But it completely destroys the actual simulation element of it. So if you're trying to get into it from the management perspective, it completely annihilates that. And I don't really feel like playing a sim game in that sort of like, I want to see the people walking around in the city as a 24/7 thing. Being able to get into a view where you can see that sort of thing would be great, but there's a reason I like SimCity 2000 better than any of the other SimCity games. City Skyline is okay, except the traffic simulation drives me up the walls. Like, it's terrible. The way that the traffic in City Skylines, like, I'm talking about the first one here. The second one, I think, is probably worse, actually. Yeah, the way the traffic works in, like, the original City Skyline drives me absolutely up the wall. Your uncle saw no way and saw external financing options. Yeah, so basically we got this news tower, and it's been ransacked by mobsters because of debt. So now we have to take over the debt-ridden newspaper agency. So basically the way that this game works is you are building up like the tower here and putting in different like offices and stuff like that, and printing presses and all of that other stuff. while trying to sort of manage the like happiness and comfort of your different employees or whatever, to optimize their sort of performance, make them a little bit faster and stuff like that, and more efficient. And then you also have to sort of optimize out the newspaper layouts, which I think is interesting. The one thing about this that's a little bit weird is that you don't have that sort of same ability that you do in a lot of sim type games of just letting it run and earning you money and stuff like that, because you do have to manage the like actual newspapers every once in a while, as well as deciding what stories to actually investigate. Guess that's the point in favor of fantasy and history simulations. Some of those do still have people walking around and you know, requiring that sort of a manual style, which is still fine sometimes and sometimes not fine. The smaller the scale is and the like less things that you're managing, the less likely the simulation breaks down. You have seen this type of game? Yeah. They always have this sort of cutaway of the side of the building where you can see into each of the rooms and you just sort of like manage and build them. I'm going to be playing this. I'm probably not going to bother streaming it very much or at all. I'm probably going to make actual videos of it, but the thing I really like about this is that fact that I can like make it sort of a newspaper, sort of similar to you know, the fake sort of newspaper that this channel is supposed to theoretically be based off of, which I have completely abandoned because you know, variety of reasons. Yeah, so we have to have like certain people doing one thing where they'll like figure out what stories exist out there in the world. And then once they do, we go into this screen here and we deploy our news reporter, and they'll go check out what's going on there with different reporters having different competencies. So they just leave. Like, it doesn't matter where in the building they were. They just pop out like that. The perspective gave it away. Yeah. But this is what I was talking about by like these tower simulator style games. They're all, as far as I know, derived from Sim Tower. So basically, this has like a sort of production chain element to it as well, which is a little bit unique for a tower sim game because usually they don't. Where you've got it going from like the people who do the research to find like the news stories, and then that moves on to the reporter who goes onto the ground and does the news reporting. That goes to the typesetter, and then the or the writer, then the typesetter, and then the printing press. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of these. And then we can go in and get new ones. So we get the desk there. We get a new worker. These guys are basically exactly identical, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know what that kind of hat's called, honestly. So this is like the, yeah, so the reporter comes back, they get it into the typesetter, their news report, and then that gets assembled over here, and then that goes to the printing press, and then that gets printed out every Sunday. But we want to have, ideally, multiple news stories, so we go ahead and we find out there's been another one, so we send out a reporter again, and they'll get that sort of story. And we can go ahead and also do quick little things here where you can see these different chunks. We can hit fast forward and it'll just do a chunk. He'll pass that story along. That'll go to there. This news report comes into here. And yeah, it just keeps sort of expanding out like this, getting more complex. So you get different machines. We have to deal with like different things like employee stress. So on and so forth. For some reason, he stops after like 2 news stories, but you know, whatever, it's fine. Maybe he'll get a 3rd. No, it doesn't look like it. So we got our headline news here. There she is. Bertha is what we used to call her. How she served us for many editions. Darn it, getting sentimental again. All that's left now is deciding on the layout for the week, so maybe squeeze in some extra news. Gotta run now, but I left you some blue notes again. Yeah, so I already did the tutorial. I'm kind of skipping through a lot of stuff here. But yeah, our reporter Dennis left you a little present in the printer, so we have another article there. Oh yeah, I remembered we had 3, but yeah, so we got one that's not done yet. We got this Wall Street stock crash. We got this new publisher. article. I'm going to actually move that here. Although, we can actually see, like, there's different sort of ways that we can do the layouts, and it'll actually get us different sort of results. I don't think that there's actually any difference right now to the different sort of layouts that we can do, but once we get sort of different things, like these different icons are going to make it so that there's different synergies, and then it can do all sorts of crazy stuff on here. For now, we're just going to... Oh, do you finish? Yes. So we could try to, like, reorganize this, but we can see that, like, there's no real difference here between any of these. So once you hit Sunday, you get to print. I haven't gotten super deep into this. I think that time management is going to be somewhat relevant, but I don't think that you're going to be super rushed about it, and if you miss something, you can just sort of push it into the next week a little bit. So it's not super stressful for time management, as far as I've been able to tell, but you could definitely get into your head and try to hyper-optimize it. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't really understand that yet. But I think that you could definitely end up in this situation where you're trying to squeeze every last little bit of efficiency out of your time there. So we're just going to hit Sunday morning, time to roll the presses. It's weird that you only do a Sunday news article, which is, you know, kind of fine, but it's time to prepare for printing. Don't worry, you'll still have lots of Sunday, all Sunday to compose your newspaper. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and hit roll presses. We hit this thing, and that starts printing those out. I also really like the music to this. This is very Dirty 30s. You got that start with the Wall Street crash. So, personally, I've never committed a crime. Society is always taken by surprise at any new example of common sense. 12,500 newspapers sold, so... that's going to earn us virtually nothing because we sold each newspaper for 3 cents because this is the 1930s. That's actually pretty expensive considering this is a one-page newspaper, but, you know. Subs plus loose sales, we get sales revenue of $375. That's, you know, okay. So we can see, like, our stats here. We get our employee wages. It's usually nice when the game gives you some time to think. This one lets you pause, so you've got unlimited time to think. It's not actually a difficult game as far as that goes. This isn't a stress simulator where you're trying to, like, stress out, like, every moment and every instance there. Well, I'll be damned. Those mobsters came back and destroyed our printer. To think that after all this time, this is how she goes. This reminds me, your uncle did manage to obtain blueprints for a bigger industrial printer before he left. He never got around to use it before he had to flee from the debt collectors. It takes up quite some space. Let's start by constructing an additional floor. So, this is very unrealistic, but here's how you build another floor. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start dropping down a bunch of business stuff here. Excuse me, what? The mob is targeting printers? The previous owner, when they were explaining the beginning of this, was a person who went to the mob to get a loan because he wasn't a successful business person who was spending irresponsibly. So because of that, he had a bunch of debts to the mob, and as a result of that, the mob came and blew up. This is what happened to this room here. Like, the desk and everything got blown up by the mob. So, you know, it's not so much that they're targeting printers. They're targeting printers of people who are in debt to the mob. Okay, I think I got the setup right. Probably not. I can't remember. Much better than our old printer. Soon we'll be able to add more pages to this incredible machine. Don't be afraid to rearrange the printer later. You can even go through ceilings and walls. Now you can print some news, you should expand our reporting so we have more news to work with. Before we do, we should probably tidy up the place a bit to make some room. So we can go ahead and just get rid of, like, this stuff here. We can also hire a janitor, which we need. It's more funny if they're just targeting printers. I mean, that would be very funny, but, you know, this is a tutorial. They're just trying to explain shit. So we got, like, a bunch of stuff here, and we can hire ourselves a new janitor, because we've got to now worry about employee happiness, apparently. So we can get also a new telegraph station, and we can get a new reporting desk, so we can get a repeat of this office here. Ronald Porter. Tom Graham. Down with literacy. Well, I mean, you know... Yeah, I feel like there are people that are like that, but that's less of a 1930s problem. That's more of a now problem. Well, I don't know. Alright, I'm guessing all these people are like patrons or something like that is how they got these, but you never know. Maybe it's just randomized. There's a whole newspaper fill this week. Let's send out some reporters. So we got this sort of case here where it requires 2 reporters to actually do, where you've got like the basic and then you've got the more difficult part of it, or the follow-up part of it. So it's a 2-parter. So those are going to be more interesting stories that are more expensive or whatever, or provide you with more stuff there. And later on, we'll have this ability to get our paintings and stuff like that. For a reason right now, we don't need to, so... What's also nice is, like, this... That Martin Luther's gone too far this time. He didn't go far enough. What we need is a John Brown. Which is definitely not 1930s, but, you know, it's fine. Alright, so one of the things we can also do here is get ourselves some lights. One of the things I also like about this is that, like, people aren't going home, like, every evening. So you don't have the sort of thing, again, where they're sort of spending a bunch of time traveling down into the streets here, and then going home. And then there's a long animation where they spend 4 hours walking back into their little office, and then they do work for, like, 2 hours, and then they spend the other 4 hours walking away. Like, they don't have that sort of nonsense, which, again, I always hate when that happens. Alright, so we have the secondary part of this. And then we've got this other news story, and we can get someone back into there in a little bit. So we'll have to wait for that one, but that's fine. But yeah, this is kind of the basics of the gameplay, is you try and find some sort of thing that lets you get through with all this stuff. So here comes this reporter, but... So they do actually walk a little bit, but they seem to actually mostly zip around in weird ways that don't seem to make any sense. Okay, so we're going to pause. I'm going to hand that to there. And as you can see, he's just gone. Like, you don't have to wait for him for that. He just... There's the time to get to this desk for some reason, but not the rest of it. Not really sure why sometimes they teleport and sometimes they don't, but it's fine. Alright, get another news article out. So you only need enough on the printing press to do, like, the 3 that you can fit on here, but there's reasons to have more, because you can get these sort of combo chains to make it so that your newspaper is a little bit more appealing, where it's got themes and structures. Could see why physicality wouldn't be needed for this type of thing. Yeah, like, it's one of those ones where I think that it's not really aided by that all that much. You could still definitely decide to have it be very physical, but I think that it isn't really aided by that sort of thing. I'm also not entirely sure why it is that, like, research works the way it does. I feel like there's a limited number of news articles at any given moment. Maybe that's just during the tutorial, but they don't sort of constantly produce new news. What's also sort of interesting is you can kind of read some of the stuff here and actually get a little bit of news. So there's actual, like, news here. It's not real, but, like, yeah, they've actually got that sort of stuff. They don't have the full article, but they've got a bunch of it. Journalism comment. Well, basically you start selling newspapers to specific areas, and different areas are interested in specific... Yeah, he teleports into here and then just sort of, like, walks up and it's, like, right there. But yeah, they kind of have different news articles, like where you're catering to a specific demographic group or a different region, and they want specific types of news stories in those areas. So if you have a bunch of news saved up about a specific event, like maybe one area really likes sports, so you've got the ability to just sort of have all of them listen to just a lot of sports news. So that helps out your newspaper. And if you've got multiple articles that are all news related on the front page and you send it to that sort of area, then you get a lot of extra money from it because more people read it. Which I think is interesting. That's why they've got the sort of understanding your audience kind of thing here. They've got like these sort of things here. So every tag that is placed in the newspaper, you gain sales. Bronze is the least, silver is the most, or next most, and then gold is the most. Some tags are more valuable than others, but they're hard to find and require more effort. Shows how many newspapers are expected to be sold by people on the streets. This is influenced by the tags that you place on your newspaper. Another way to increase sales is to have subscribers. We don't have any yet, but we'll get to that later. Here you can see an estimation of how much money you'll make when the newspaper is issued. Different layouts can give different results, so experiment. So your front page gives you ×3 of whatever, so you want your most valuable news to be there. But then you can get sort of combos by like having matching symbols here. So we see this one that says on the eve of the election. This will increase the value of this one because we get that sort of combo there. So that's the other reason to have like extra news sort of saved up. I guess this is one of those ones where it's like kind of like the financial post, where if people know that they're getting all financial news, that makes them more likely to pick it up. And whereas if it's a newspaper that just has weird variety of stuff that they don't care about, they're less likely to pick that up instead of the more dedicated one. But you'd sort of also have to sell it into the right audience, I think is how that's going. I'm not too sure. Either way, though, as you can see, we're not capable of actually researching any more news, and our news reporters are just sort of like derping around here. I think that might be a tutorial thing. I think you're capable of just getting constant news if you're outside of here, but who knows? All I know is that I need to get a coffee from Whitehall Grand Cafe over here. In any event, though, like I said, I'm gonna probably do some videos on this one rather than stream it, because I have a lot of stuff I have to catch up on streaming. I'm still gonna look up like how you play Strategy of Lily with the murder everybody route. If it's derping around the clock, yeah, well, you know, they're getting paid. Let's see here, how much did I have last time? I had 4 people. They got paid a total of $180. They're getting paid something like a bit over. They're getting paid $45 a week. So you know what? They kind of deserve it. They deserve to not have to work too hard when they're on the clock like that. It's fine. It's fine. This last article, it doesn't really matter which one we do, and we're not going to actually get what we want, so we're just going to go ahead and chuck this in here. As you can see, like, actually swapping these around doesn't really matter. Swapping like this doesn't matter, but swapping out this does, because it'll actually lose us stuff, because we lose that sort of combo. So unfortunately, the news combo synergy sort of thing is a little bit straightforward. There's probably going to be more to it later on, though. So we'll have to see how that goes. So we can also just sort of skip over to Sunday and then just print this out here. Time to roll the presses. Cargo ship returned, burned and sank. Said for it, yeah. Mayor seems like a nice guy, sure. That's a lot of 1930s money, probably. I actually don't know. Probably, though. Well, actually, this is like the start of the Great Depression, so yeah, probably. Getting paid at all, really. Yeah, and if you're playing the normal game, you've also got the loan from the mob, I guess, or something like that. I'm surprised that's not part of the tutorial, though, in all honesty. Yeah, so we now have more employees, so we have... they're all junior employees, we have to pay higher wages, so it's fine. It's weird that we pay everybody the same, though. So this is the New York City map. We've got ourselves down here in whatever the hell part of this is, Coney Island, I guess. How dare they waste valuable time during their 24-hour shifts? Yeah, exactly. We can expand our business to these neighboring areas. So yeah, we can go over to Williamsburg, and as you can see, the people in this district want to see stuff about crime, and they want to see stuff about sports. So, you know, rough neighborhood, I guess. Quick fire anyone who might be senior soon. I assume that the senior employees are more effective, so we'll probably actually want them to be, but yeah, like, saving money by doing that is possibly a good move. If we reach that goal, we gain subscribers. Subscribers are guaranteed by your newspaper. It's a great way to create steady long-term revenue. So now we've got this additional place. We can sort of select a new spot. And we got this sort of like whole map of New York here. We got Yonkers, Steel Mill, I guess. I don't know New York well enough to know what the hell's going on here, honestly. Mafia Hideout. That's fantastic. But yeah, this is what makes this, I think, sports crime, underground betting rings. That would be something they would definitely like. Illegal chicken fighting, cockfighting, that would probably be something they'd be interested in too. Yeah, I don't know New York well enough. I know this is like the sort of southern part of New York City, I guess, probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe they flipped it upside down, but yeah, I've never been to New York, I don't know that much about it. In any event, though, yeah, so this is what distinguishes, I think, this from like Sim Tower, because it's not just a pure like tower building game. It's about this sort of overall management where you're dealing with all this other stuff as well. Which I think is interesting. So at this point in time, we also have to deal with like everybody being like happier, and we also have to deal with the fact that we have like modifiers. So we can buy these globes, and we can throw that onto these guys, and that'll give them extra, I don't know, globalism or something like that. So we can make it so that these guys are better at finding certain types of news. Apparently we can also pick them up and dangle them around, but I feel like that's an HR violation. Yeah, there's lots of stuff that you can get into. I think that this is probably one of those games is going to just end up having a lot of extra detail that sort of adds onto itself and becomes more and more complicated as you go. But yeah, we're going to leave it at that for today. Like I said, I'm going to be playing this on my own. I basically just wanted to pick this up because I like Sim Tower. It's a really, really fun game, and I haven't had a game that managed to be kind of like that in a long, long time. I could also just play... I could also just play Sim Tower again. That would also be fine. But in any event, though, yeah, that's going to be our stream for today. I'll be back to Persona on Monday, and I'll look into whether or not the Strategy of Lily is going to be a game that I'm going to continue with the new playthrough, or if I'm going to be happy with the ending I got, because I really